With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If support's are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if actually fun. His child's can't see if ours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. She's nearly over and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jet here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for West today, Monday the 29th of April 2024, and oh for God's sake, Phil Burnell. He's not live yet properly, but this is clown mode, if ever I saw clown mode, because Jasper's on the fucking screen and Phil has to try and monetize his cat as best as he fucking can. Remember when Phil Burnell criticised other fucking content creators for trying to monetize their fucking pets and family in their own content, and here he is just fucking waving around a fucking cat like it's no goddamn thing. Meanwhile, he ignores getting the fucking blood test for the poor bastard. Jesus Christ almighty, what the fuck was that about? If we have clown mode on today's bingo card, we're taking it straight away because that was fucking clown mode and technically Phil's stream is live. I'm just fucking calling that right there. Guys, I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're enjoying your Monday so far, I hope you're enjoying your week so far. Phil did not have a great night last night. In fact, we lost count of the amount of times there was begging happening. He was upset, he scolded his viewers, and they got him to re-evaluate things after he just got $4 in tips during that react show. And even then, that was a very late $4. Most of the react show, Phil got no support whatsoever. But the amount of fucking desperation that Phil wants to fucking pretend that he rarely fucking asks his audience for contributions. I legit lost count of the number of times he fucking asked his audience yesterday for fucking support. And this is a compilation, pretty much most of his compilation is from, well, part of it's from the podcast, and most of it is from the react show. This has to be seen to be believed, but what the fuck, Phil? Why are you so fucking desperate all of a sudden for support?
Last time I had financial freedom was probably 2014 when I moved out here. That was the end of it. Seriously, like 2014.
This is the podcast part, towards the end of the podcast.
So we're up to $10 in tips. I'll be honest with you guys. I hope that basically there is support on the react stream. The reason I say that, a lot of the times when the react stream doesn't get a lot of support, usually it comes in on the podcast.
Usually that's 1 Minute Man. And this is the fucking impact the 1 Minute Man not being there potentially is fucking having on Phil Burnell now. Because the react show was never that fucking popular anyway to begin with. The react show never fucking got him a lot of contributions. Most of the support for the react show is not from fucking on-stream tips from him, it's from the fucking behind-the-scenes stuff where the members submitting videos to him and the members are having to pay money to be a member to then submit a video to Phil to react to. That is the majority of Phil's income on days like today for his react channel. Well, not days like yesterday for his react channel, but you get what I'm fucking saying though. And 1 Minute Man has fucking pignotised him for the longest fucking time, thinking that, you know, people actually liked the react stuff so much that they're willing to fucking support it. No. Most of the time 1 Minute Man was, you know, usually at least half of the contributions that day for a react stream.
And again, you know, those channels are primarily funded by the streams, or in the case of the react channel, memberships. If it weren't for the ultra members and the submission tier members over there who submit the clips, that channel wouldn't even be viable, but it is because we have enough members. So I hope that people will support this stream over on the React channel, because we're about to end the podcast in like 10 minutes.
Smash, good smash, but I'm over to eat, and I live, I don't eat, live, you're silly, slave, I mean, you know, I mean, I was really right, you know.
So how the hell is it possible that I know exactly what this fucking clip is? This clip is getting played in reverse, and yet I immediately fucking know what he's saying right here. You know, for God's sake, I mean, if you all know, I would be disappointed if no one knows the context of what this clip is when you play it in normal, you know, like in the normal way, not reverse. Exactly, all the bills, yeah, exactly. Electric bill, internet bill, that's it. That's this clip here, but in reverse.
Oh, it's me now.
Good stuff, guys, so far. I hope that you are enjoying the show. Thanks for chilling, and thanks for interacting in the chat. I really appreciate that. Please consider supporting the stream today. As I've told you guys, there is really no ad revenue that hits this channel because most of these videos get claimed. So things like memberships, super chats during these streams, and tips are key for keeping this channel profitable for me and keeping the show going. So please consider it. You know, right now we have nothing, literally nothing. So it'd be great to get something. Again, my goal is to try to hit at least a $50 tips goal by the end of the stream. If we can do that, that would be great. Okay? All right, ready? Sounds good? Okay, guys, let's continue. And again, just a quick reminder, please support the channel today if you can. As you can see, yeah, basically not doing so well with support. It would be great to get some support on the channel today, whether it be a tip, a membership, gifted membership, or a super chat. You have to get our first super chat of the day. This channel is only supported by memberships and these streams. That's it. So please consider supporting the channel in some way. Let's continue.
I'm here to play games and have fun. I'm not here to be a whore. All right? I'm not here to beg you for money. I'm not going to sit here and beg you for fucking money.
Oh, how times have fucking changed. You whore.
I'm not going to stop playing a game and have everything come to a grinding halt to say, oh, gee, thanks, Jose Cuervo 527 for subscribing. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, you have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about, and you're probably incredibly interrupted by me mentioning it.
But by the way, this a reminder. Oh, Phil's gone live. Let's fucking pause that fucking pig. A reminder that this compilation. This is not a compilation of Phil throughout the month of fucking April or some pish. This is a compilation of Phil begging his audience for money within the span of like 3 hours.
And then we're gonna adjourn. Last chance, guys, to support the stream. I don't know if anyone was here holding out to support.
Holding out. You're accusing your audience of fucking intentionally withholding funds do you think are yours by right for reasons. Like, fuck me, man. Like, when Phil accuses his own audience of intentionally holding on to their money and not giving it to him, that's when you know Phil Burnell is particularly desperate for some immediate financial funds for whatever fucking reason.
I have no idea. I mean, we literally have no revenue on this stream. We have one membership and $10 of tips that came from the podcast. So basically, this stream has garnered me one membership today. It would be great if you could support in some way. Anything appreciated at this point. Please do if you can. I'll just be right back.
But I'm going to be very upfront and honest with you guys. I need your help.
Okay, guys. Wow. Thank you, Adam, who actually did a super chat today. It's actually a super sticker. At least I got one. What up?
He doesn't appreciate getting one. He's like, oh, at least I got one. Fucking greedy dick.
Piece of shit. Thank you, Adam, for that. Let's get that up on the leaderboard so it's not empty. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing. Listen, I like doing this show. I think that it's a fun variety thing that we do every week, correct? We have a...
No, it's a fucking reason for you to do fucking nothing whatsoever. Your audience are the one that fucking submits you fucking videos. You get to sit in your arse, barely fucking react, barely put in any fucking effort, and then you fucking wonder why people aren't fucking paying you for doing absolutely fuck all. You get what you fucking put into it, Phil. You fucking admitted yourself that the fucking Sundays, the React stuff is basically a fucking lazy day for you because you don't have to fucking put any effort in whatsoever into like playing the game or whatever. You get to just sit there and let the content trying to do the entertainment part of things for you. So why are you acting so goddamn surprised that your audience are not going to throw fucking money at you on a day where you're intentionally admitting to your audience, yeah, I don't have to fucking try today.
Chance to just sit down and relax and just see random clips from all over the internet, right? And that's cool. Like, I'm happy for that. You guys wanted me to do React content years.
And there's the guilt trip right fucking there. You guys, the audience, asked me to fucking do React content for years. For years, DSP's audience has told Phil, do React content. Everyone's doing React content. React content's a popular thing to do. You'll do well, Phil, if you get React content. So now the audience are getting fucking made to feel like they're the ones that are fucking in the wrong because they fucking forced Phil's hand into doing React content. Never mind the fact that Phil's fucking told his audience for fucking several months now that he's fucking probably going to segue more and more and more into doing React content, more in gaming content. But no. Now it's all in the audience that fucking told him that they asked for React content and the support's not there for it, so what happened?
Years ago. And finally I started doing it over a year ago. And the whole idea of the show worked, right? But, you know, a lot gets lost in time, and I think what we have is a regular audience that comes by and does like this. We definitely have a regular audience of people who are members of this channel. You know, if it weren't for those members, this channel would make pretty much nothing. And I'm really not sure what else to say about that. You know, long term, like this is the first.
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you very much to Cal Denson for his super chat, who says, time for politics, there's money in it. I mean, Phil, he doesn't want to be seen as someone jumping on the bandwagon, you know. He's desperate to try and avoid coming across as someone that's going to jump on the fucking politics bandwagon. Even though there's a lot to talk about, you know, when it comes to politics. You can discuss politics without showing your intentions, okay? You know, if that makes sense. Phil's fucking terrified of revealing basically who he's leaning towards essentially compared to Biden or Trump or whatever. But they're both fucking arseholes, you know what I mean? They're both fucking ancient, senile, demented old fucking weirdos, you know? Politically, I mean, it's very interesting that Donald Trump is like the first president ever that's kind of going through like a criminal trial. I don't think any president or former president has ever actually fucking had a criminal trial happen to them. So what is happening to Trump, whether it's right or wrong in your opinion, is historic. You know, regardless of how you feel about that situation, him going through that court case is literally history in the making. You know, that's an interesting thing to discuss. And of course, the thing as well, when it went to the Supreme Court and all the 12 justices are talking about whether a president has immunity or whatever, and the potential ramifications of, you know, the implications of what that could mean if they decide whether a president has immunity or blanket immunity or not, and for other past presidents and things as well. There's interesting discussions and talking points to be had without revealing your political ideologies. But Phil is just like, nah, I don't want to fucking jump on that politics bandwagon. I'm just going to wait until nobody's fucking interested and then I'll start doing something. Okay, Phil, whatever you say. Anyway, I didn't mean to bog people down with fucking mulling fucking things and takes and that, you know what I mean? But Phil has a chance to talk about things that are kind of interesting, but he chooses not to because reasons.
That, you know, long term, like this is the first week ever that we've done this show, and basically there's next to no support at all on the stream.
Oh, that's another thing as well. This might be okay. Hold on, let me play this clip first.
What the fuck happened? There's been some.
There we go. But yeah, this actually might be the lowest ever supported day stream that Phil has ever had in recorded history. $14 for a day stream is massively fucking small. You know, small potatoes. $20 happened for DSP Reacts previous or 2 weeks ago, whatever. $38, 30, 32, 32, but he's never had one in the fucking teens. That kind of sounds a bit weird when I say it that way, but you get what I'm saying though. Like, the support was not very forthcoming from him. He's never had a day stream, as far as I'm aware, that was only $14. So yeah, and by the way, the retro React stream got him like $68, I believe, or something like that. So yeah, the retro React stream done no bad for him compared.
Slow weeks, but never have I seen it this bad. If this pattern continues, then maybe it's time for us to reevaluate. Pattern. You suck. You didn't do anything. If you guys want to keep doing this or not, I totally like doing this. I do. I enjoy the show. I like the variety.
Do you really believe that?
And I like the fact that every once in a while we have other content for the channel, like the food videos or the Fallout review. I liked the format of the live review that we did for the Fallout show, and I'd like to do that with more content moving forward. But at this point, like, I don't even know what else to say. Like, what can we say? What is the cause of this today? Has anything happened? No. Has the quality of the show changed? No. Right? I don't know. So you guys tell me what happened this week. I have no idea. I just hope that it's not a pattern. I like the show. I like doing the variety. I like the idea of a react day that breaks up my gaming content, and it's not just gaming every stream I do. But I don't really know what else to say about it. Like, you know, I don't want to say anything negative because I like the show. But if it's not what you guys want, then we don't have to do it either. The thing is, I like doing it. So, all right, let's just continue. We got one more part to go. Okay? Okay. Where's this money? It shows money right here, but there's no money here. Eat. We need dates for these goddamn games at this point. All right. Guys, that's going to be it for DSP versus the internet for this week. I hope that you all enjoyed. I liked it. Good variety of stuff this week. Okay? I really enjoyed it. For those who are members, I want to say thank you guys for those submissions. I'm enjoying the variety of stuff that we're getting every week. And once again, I just want to remind everyone, this channel stays afloat because of the memberships we get on the channel. So please consider becoming a member today. Ultra members are guaranteed to have their videos watched. Standard members, or excuse me, submissions members are the ones who are in the randomized playlist. I think we watched like 13 videos this week out of the 20 or so that were in there. So we got through a good amount. You have a good chance of being watched if you're a submissions member, all right? So thank you all. Great show this week. I'll see you next week when we do it all again. Peace out and see you then. All right, guys. Thank you. I hope you guys are enjoying. By the way, Adam did another super chat. Thank you. I actually did receive one tip, a $4 tip from...
What did I tell you happened right at the very death? He actually got a tip on the React stream, eventually a $4 tip, and that was his only tip during the React content.
Plargus, who says, I love React Sundays. Do you think, possibly lower support streams could have something to do with your success with the algorithm? No. I've already explained. Number one, having one video that gets high views doesn't really amount to anything. You have to find a way to have your channel keep hitting the algorithm to see any kind of actual ongoing success. Number two, the video got demonetized because some asshole at YouTube flagged it with their content ID claiming that the music in Fallout 4 is a...
Oh god, I wonder who this is.
Mystery Man tipped £1. I love your Twinkle Toad fairy take. A Scotsman like you should know real laws are written by who won the bar tussle. Still not as good as radiator fluid.
Thank you very much to whoever Mystery Man could be. I wonder who Mystery Man could be with that radiator fluid talk. But yeah, thank you very much. And, you know, to be fair, I mean, what you say is accurate, or certainly was accurate for most of the fucking world. History was primarily written by the winners. Like, who you know, you never saw, like, recorded, you know, documents of what the fucking losers had to fucking say about these historical conquests from fucking centuries ago or whatever. So history was written by the winners back in the day. These days, obviously, there's a lot more things to get recorded. You know, there's a lot more media getting recorded. It's a very digital information age, so the losers can also record their side of fucking things, and you have all these different fucking takes and different sides and all that shit, you know. So it's so... But, yeah, I mean... But still, you love my Twinkle Toad fairy take, you know. I assume you mean fairy tale, I don't know, but yeah. History, I mean, as a phrase that's always stuck in my head, history is written by winners. These days, I'm not sure how true that rings, but I guess it's not a very interesting talking point, probably. But yeah, Phil, as always, I got completely derailed, obviously, by that. But yeah, Mystery Man tip. Yeah, I've never seen Phil beg as often as he's done yesterday. Like, you know, it wasn't just one time or two times. It was literally like 20 plus times.
YouTube flagged it with their content ID claiming that the music in Fallout 4 is a cover song, which it was not. So I already disputed that, and I'm hoping that within a month it'll get cleared up and I will get some ad revenue on that video. But no, I don't think that has anything to do with it. No, plus, this is a React channel. This has nothing to do with my Fallout 4 gameplay. I just think it's just a slow week. What are you gonna do? You get them. Like, there's been slow weeks. There's also been amazingly good weeks here on the show. So I guess we'll see what happens next time. Okay, but what I'm kind of telling you guys now is I need to make a living, and I'm making nothing on the YouTube videos. So what this means is that I need you guys who are avid watchers, who are longtime fans of mine, and who love my YouTube content to please step up and support the effort. How? The primary way you can is to go to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil and pledge today. As little as $1 helps.
Oh, the classic dollar a day. The classic fucking dollar a day. If you've ever seen the original video of this is incredible. It's like this, the source of this video in itself is fucking incredible to watch. Might do that one time just for the hell of it, you know what I mean? But aye. And that's the end of the video. That's the DSP Tries Emoji video. That was Phil begging profusely throughout the day stream yesterday. Link to that video is of course in the chat if you guys want to check out yourselves and give it a wee like or whatever. In case you're wondering about metrics or whatever, only the 13,000 views so far from Emoji. It's a bit below par, Emoji. You can usually do better than that, come on. I mean, even DSP can get like 28,000 views in a fucking video. You try to fucking impress us with those 13,000 views. Come on now, really? But yeah, there you fucking go. But yeah, so Phil's got a short intro apparently, so let's just fast forward to the part of this fucking... Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, god damn. What the hell is this crap? I'll just rewind a bit so I make sure we don't miss anything. There we go. And make sure we're at 1.25 speed as well. Now, somebody mentioned in the chat earlier on about that being said, tweeting out that Phil had... By the way, fucking... I recognise this puppet. This puppet is very familiar to me. Big up Barrett Wells, who is trying to draw together a whole bunch of different detractors and include all these different detractors and all that jazz, and you cannot forgo the DSP puppet that Phil complained about. And I feel like it's pretty accurate to say that the puppet performing while DSP was talking was copyright claimed because it was Phil's content. Like, they couldn't discern the puppet from the real person apparently. I might be wrong in exactly how to word that, but I'm pretty sure the puppet got copyright striked on I don't know if it was on YouTube or it was on Twitch, but I'm pretty certain there was some sort of strange claim made against the puppet, and so the puppet had to get removed from the platform. I can't remember the whole puppet lore, but I'm certain that the puppet wasn't allowed to, you know, have, you know, do videos anymore or some pish. Oh god damn. And yeah, obviously, shout out to Broside Phil showing off their they pushed £350 off themselves. So it's quite an impressive feat there. £350. That's like half a cat. You know, half a cat Burnell. You know, so big ups to Broside Phil for the sheer strength, you know. And a few months ago, 315 was rough for them, but they're now doing fucking 350, so big ups to them. Well done. But someone said earlier on it, that being said, it posted... Oh my god. Hold on. Like, repost. But that being said, apparently I posted something earlier on. About Phil's tweeting about SIM cards, so... where is that being said? Where are you, that being said? I usually have to scroll too far. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'll just search them here. That being said. Usually quite prominent in the fucking feed, but I don't know why. So they tweeted something about Phil talking about IP stuff earlier on. Oh, it's an old fucking tweet. For God's sake, I thought it was a new fucking tweet. I mean, it's a new tweet from that being said, but it's an old Phil tweet. SIM cards are amazing outdated technology. Since I converted to iPhone, it's a dead media to me. So this is pretty news. They're still news. They're still used. What the fuck? And yeah, so that's a good fucking reaction to that fucking tweet right fucking there. Oh hell. Prophet is wondering what sort of all the sweaty men in my feed. That's cat. That's not a man. That's cat. Prophet. Okay. And this is definitely not a sweaty man. I don't know why I'm getting this. I don't follow this account, by the way. You know kind of thing where randomly get fucking recommended tweets from different accounts, you know? I don't follow them. It's just in my feed for whatever fucking reason. Not that I'm fucking complaining, it's not a bad, you know, but it's a strange fucking thing. I like how it's like I'm proving my innocence here. I don't follow them. You can see I don't follow them, and people are like, right, you follow everything they fucking do. And there you fucking go. Anyway, I've stalled enough. I have stalled enough here. Let's get on with the fucking bingo stuff, okay? So here we fucking go. I need a number, guys. Can somebody please help me pick a number for a bingo card? The first number in chat I saw was 5,800. There you go. 5,843 by Derbear. Thank you very much, Derbear. Let me just first of all randomize the bingo background image. And then we will enter a number in here. 5,843, and we will hit enter. And this is the bingo card we have for today's show. We need Phil to say, basically, him scratching the stash, him saying schedule, him pointing at the camera, and him saying obviously. The second row is Phil making a weird noise, him repeating the same point constantly, him saying literally, react, and him flailing his arms. The third row is Phil saying nobody or no one, sound good, him snorting, him saying you guys, and him being all siege mode. You might ask yourself, what is siege mode? Siege mode is when Phil crosses and folds his arms when he's talking to the camera. The fourth row is Phil touching his face, him burping, him saying by the way, essentially, and day off. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying variety, feedback, so anyway, you see, and finally Twitter or X. That is today's bingo card. Thank you very much, Derbear, for suggesting the card for us to play. If it wins, then it's all thanks to me. If it loses, then it's all your fault. So as you guys know, the aim of the game for us playing this bingo is to try and get the full house 25 out of 25, and if we do manage to get a full house today, we will add $25 to the bingo prize fund. We are currently at $230. We have 2 more bingo streams before the end of the month, and when we get, so tomorrow after bingo, so tomorrow is the end of the month, as you guys will know, because, you know, people fucking know how days and month work, and after tomorrow's bingo, we're going to have a marble race to determine who wins that bingo prize fund. So there you go, this is the whole point. So we're trying to add to that bingo prize fund between now and after tomorrow's bingo. $25 per full house victory, so there's potentially $50 more getting added onto that bingo prize fund, but the minimum prize fund is $230, which is still quite decent. Now, if you want to have a chance of winning that bingo prize fund, you've got to make sure that you've left a comment on the community post, which is linked in the description of his live stream. If you've not done that yet, do it before tomorrow, so you're in with a chance of winning that bingo prize fund. Now, I'm just saying, anyone could fucking win it. Last month, Mr. Pika fan won it. And they check into bingo sporadically. They're not always here. Sometimes they fucking come by, whatever, but they weren't even here when they won. I actually surprised them on their own stream and let them know, by the way, you won fucking bingo, you won the prize, and it's like, and it's quite an interesting moment for them. For you know, they didn't expect that at all. It was a surprisingly cool way to tell someone they won fucking bingo. But yeah, I mean, you've got to be in it to win it, as the old saying goes. Anyway, if we have a variety of ways for us to get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house bingo card. For example, if Phil snorts or burps 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that gives us a free space. And if we get 100 likes on his bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, not only will that give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes. And yeah, and of course, as well, if Phil says 5 times, we will also count that as a free space, just because I'm such a lovely bastard. So I think I've covered all the bases. One more thing to do before we begin the show is to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Fuck's sake, Jesus! Right.
And on that note, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Let's get on with the show.
Good morning, everyone. Today we got a very interesting show because we've got a lot of game news to talk about. Notably, straight from Evo Japan, we finally have the full news on the Akuma update as well as the balance patch for Street Fighter 6 coming up in May. Plus, today is Fallout 4 returning to my streams. I know many of you have been waiting a long time for it to come back. Well, it's back in the rotation now, and I'm very excited to continue with my Melee build. So, we'll talk about all this and more today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
And we can just fast forward you know, shitey short intro. But 2 ticked off so far. Camera point and you guys.
Alright, so good morning and welcome to the show, of course, on DSP. Today is Monday the 29th of April 2024, counting down now, end of the month and heading into a new month in just a couple of days. And I'm actually trying out a new background color for the first time ever. I've never used this particular lighting color.
Who fucking cares?
What's funny about it is that it's actually like a lime greenish yellow, but on camera it shows up as white. Does it not? Doesn't it look white? And I'm like, well, hey, it's something different. Never did this one before. Might as well do something a little different for today. And of course, with Fallout 4 back into the mix starting today, I know that you guys are excited. It's been a great run. I have a little bit to talk about in regards to the status of that playthrough and how things are going, you know, views-wise, engagement-wise, etc. And it is a melee build, and someone gave me some advice on a melee build that I'll probably talk a little bit about today as well. So good stuff going on, okay? But good amount of game news to cover on today's show, so I'm excited for that. I always like it when we have a good game news segment with a lot to talk about, and today's definitely one of those days. Welcome, and welcome back to gaming as well. Yesterday was my React day, meaning it's the day of the week that I take away.
It was a day of the week we did fuck all, even less than usual. Prophet's saying, isn't that the same background as yesterday? I don't think he means the artwork. I think he means a colour, and I don't think he had this colour yesterday. We can check, of course, you know, just for the fucking sake of, you know, being thorough, however. I'm pretty sure this was not his background colour yesterday. Nah, he had like pink or whatever, you know, it's fucking just...
I am enjoying...
Yeah, red, pink, whatever. That was his background colour yesterday. And that's today. So there you go, there's the two differences right there. Fuck me, man. He's still wearing that white t-shirt underneath his shirt, which is not washed yet. Oh, hell. The bumper was the same, though. I mean, probably. I don't fucking pay attention to the fucking bumper, you know what I mean? But when Phil was talking about his background, he means the LED lights. That's primarily what he fucking means.
From doing gameplay to do reacting on various types and various channels. I do want to just do a brief update on that, because yesterday I had a lot of fun with the React stuff, but we had a little bit of a weird performance. I'll tell you what I mean to say.
A weird performance. No one gave me money, and this is weird, so you guys need to give me more money so I can keep reacting. Wow.
So on the first stream yesterday, it was DSP versus the internet over on my DSP Reacts channel. This is the weekly show where I just react to clips from all over the internet of all different subject matters as submitted by the channel members on that YouTube channel. And it works. Like, that formula works. We have enough supporters via memberships to make the channel viable. Every week we do the show. You know, Sunday afternoon. It ends up being 3 hours of big variety. People seem to enjoy it. I like doing it, so it's a good time. However, there's one catch about that channel, the DSP Reacts channel, that is. It basically can't make any ad revenue, because most of the videos that I make on that channel are me reacting to someone else's content, and a lot of them get claimed. Which is kind of ridiculous, because it should be fair use, but I guess YouTube doesn't care. Most of those videos get claimed, and I lose all ad revenue on them. So because of that, the videos on the channel are neither here nor there when it comes to viewership, when it comes to ads or anything. I don't get anything on, all right? Where it really comes down to is the number of members on the channel to make that show viable, because it is the channel members who nominate the clips for the show, and also the revenue that I make during those live streams. Yesterday, for some really bizarre reason, the profit on that stream was terrible, and I don't know what happened, because...
Profit on that stream was terrible? Profit, you bad boy. What did you do in that? What did you do in Phil's stream? I can't believe you fucking made Phil's stream that bad. He's literally name calling you out here. And also, yeah, Phil said variety, which of course is in the card.
Burger.
There we go. Look, I went over it before, but I can go over it again, just for the sake of fucking clarity. You take away 1 Minute Man's fucking regular $25 contribution to the fucking day stream, which doesn't get carried over as time to fucking React show or whatever. And yeah, all of a sudden it's like, Phil, the supporter's gone. For fuck's sake, what the fuck, man, like... This is not his audience's fucking problem. This is not his audience's fucking concern. This is a Phil problem which he is making his audience's fucking problem. And he's... I'm going to rewind it, I'm going to let Phil cook, but this is fucking annoying. I'm just going to rewind it and let him cook.
Those videos get claimed, and I lose all ad revenue on them. So because of that, the videos on the channel are neither here nor there when it comes to viewership, when it comes to ads or anything. I don't get anything on, all right? Where it really comes down to is the number of members on the channel to make that show viable, because it is the channel members who nominate the clips for the show, and also the revenue that I make during those live streams. Yesterday, for some really bizarre reason, the profit on that stream was terrible, and I don't know what happened, because it wasn't an out of the ordinary stream. For example, we had about the same amount of viewers that we usually have. The engagement was actually quite good. People were talking during the clips and having a good time and interacting. So I don't actually know why. And what I like to do is try to get to the bottom of these things. Was it just a one-off week where, I don't know, it was just slow and it's not a big deal? Or is this going to be a pattern? Typically, on any stream that I try to do, I have, set goals. And usually on the React show, we get a few super chats and memberships and tips. And it was like nothing, like no exaggeration. But end of the show, we had the same amount of tips as we had at the beginning of the show. Nothing. And we did have a couple super chats and I think one membership. But no exaggeration, it was the worst show for support since I started the show last year in January. So is that a bad sign, or is it just that, again, it was an oddity? And the thing is, I'm not ready to freak out about it or anything like that.
He's not going to freak out, but he's going to fucking make it his fucking #1 talking point in this fucking podcast today. He's not freaking out whatsoever, but it's a #1 point of contention for Phil Barnell as he fucking starts his fucking podcast and fucking delivers a fucking State of the Union fucking address and fucking telling the fucking shareholders what's gone wrong with Phil and profit margins. For God, Jesus, oh my God, it's he doesn't care, and yet he wants to talk about it and hash out the fucking fine details as to what went wrong. God help me. I need alcohol for this.
At all. What I'll just say is this. If you like the React content on that channel, please support it in some way.
But so if they don't support it in some way, does that mean they don't like it, Phil? What are you going to do then?
Sadly, you can't do a super thanks. Jasper, what are you doing? Don't chew my... Oh, he's going to chew wires again.
Please, Jasper, fucking end this fucking communication. End this fucking broadcast. For the love of all that is holy and right, Jasper, take one for the fucking team and fucking stop his broadcast.
Jasper. Anyway, you can't do a super thanks on the videos because the videos get claimed. When a video gets claimed, you can't do a super thanks on it. But you can become a channel member, and there's 2 levels. There's a submissions tier and the ultra tier, both of which you can submit clips for the weekly show. If you don't really care about that and you just want to support the channel, you can just become a standard member, which is the lowest tier. And it still helps the channel out, but you just...
If you don't really care about submitting videos, but you still want to fucking be a member for no reason whatsoever and have no fucking perks to it, then you can still be a member anyway. If you want to pay me fucking $5 a month. Jesus, this is incredible. Holy fucking shit.
Can't submit clips for the show. In addition to that, you can tip. There's a tips link on every video I put up over there, okay? So please consider supporting in some way on that channel.
Nope.
The stream itself didn't do good, but maybe we can make up for it over the week. I don't know. If we get a bunch of new members and stuff, then it's not a big deal. But I like that channel, and the thing is, as I told you guys, originally the idea was different. I was going to do... Jasper, you're really not going to chew that. I've had enough. You're not going to chew that. You understand me?
He actually got a spray bottle. He's got a spray bottle.
The idea was different. I was going to do... Jasper, you're really not going to chew that. I've had enough. You're not going to chew that. You understand me? You're not doing that wire. If you chew it again, you're going to get sprayed. Because that's the wire to my joystick, and that's a $300 joystick. And that's it.
He knows it's a fucking $300 joystick. You fucking got that joystick instead of getting him a fucking blood test. Jasper's sick all the goddamn time, but I'm not going to fucking pay the vet $300 for a blood test. I'll try to fucking get this fucking joystick for a fucking game that I bought 2 times in a fucking row on 2 different fucking consoles, which I fucking say is a terrible game all the time, yet I can't stop fucking playing it.
I'm going to spray you if you do it. I don't want you to bite that wire. Stop chewing that wire. You understand
Bite
me?
it, Jasper. Bite the fuck out of it. Bite it, Jasper.
No, you're not supposed to do it. He's doing it again.
Do it, bastard. That's a
I don't
good
want you to
cat.
spray. I want you to stop the behavior.
That's a fucking
Stop the
good
bad
cat.
behavior.
Do it again, Jasper. Fuck him up. You can
Okay?
take him.
Stop it.
He's gonna blame Jasper for the next time he plays Street Fighter. He's gonna blame Jasper biting the cable for any dropped inputs. The excuses are already pre-made for him. Jasper's gonna fucking cause him to fucking not be able to, play the game as well as it could have. He'll need to get a brand new $300 joystick just to fucking compete.
Okay, he's relaxing now. No, now he's... Oh, that's it. Stop. Stop chewing wires. Jasper, I don't have all day to stare at you chewing wires, so if I have to throw you out, I'm going to. I have a show to do. Ugh.
So much for family first, eh? Fuck me.
Okay, so as I was saying, originally the idea of the DSP Reacts channel was that there was supposed to be 3 kinds of content on it. The first kind of content was the weekly clip show like I'm doing. The second...
Fuck off with a fucking history lesson of things you're fucking going to do, but then bailed on because it fucking required effort and fucking interaction with other people.
kind of content was long form reacts, where I was going to pick subject matters and videos to watch and do giant react projects. And I did that to some extent. I reacted to a couple documentaries, I reacted to a couple different YouTubers' channels, but people didn't seem to like them. When I was doing them, people said, oh, they take too much time, you're taking too much away from gaming, we want more gaming, so please stop doing them. So I did. Attendance and support had gone away for those, which is why I stopped doing them entirely. And the third idea was an interview series, but that never panned out because of all the negativity against me last year. So I just canceled that whole idea because no one was really interested. Now, as time changes and as time passes on, the negative sentiments may go away and people might be interested again, in which case maybe I will think about doing an interview series again over there. But as of now, it hasn't really been on the table. I've implemented a few other things over there. We tried a series of tier maker videos. Some of them did really well. Some of them did awfully. It's like kind of weird. I don't know if it's the subject matter. But yeah, like we've done seasonal tier makers about holidays. We did food related tier makers, game related tier makers. And like I said, it's kind of like basically they you know, they were hit or miss. Some did really well though. And then
I love how he fucking wants like some sort of guaranteed like cookie cutter fucking formula to have like a banger idea to fucking produce banger results time after time. Look, so I think DSP Transit Memology is a very good example. Okay, I was using it as an example earlier on. Some of his videos on DSP get like 20,000, 25,000, 30,000 plus views very easily, and some of his other videos get like half of that. So the subject matter is the same. It's about DSP, and it's mocking DSP about something he's saying or doing on a particular day. But there's no guaranteed fucking magic formula for, oh, why this video's going to pop off for like this reason. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just about the subject matter. It's about just all the things combined. And, you know, is it a fun video to watch? Do you come off fun in it as well?
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Kel Denson for the super chat, who says if Jasper took the L, it would be a noble sacrifice. I mean, he would. The thing is, Phil can very easily replace a $300 joystick. We can't replace Jasper. You know? You can guarantee Phil would fucking very quickly spend $300 that very same day to replace that joystick. But Jasper, unless his fans give him $2,000 again to fucking show off a new cat, and I don't know about that.
I've also implemented food vlogs, meaning sometimes I'll do a feasting with Phil where I order food, or maybe my wife makes some food and we try some food together.
Who fucking
and that
cares?
also has various levels of success. Sometimes it's more successful than other times. So there's a lot of things that I've done on that channel. Now, recently I implemented something new, a live review of the Fallout TV series. Did it do well? No. Did it do absolutely poorly? No. It just kind of did. You know, the stream was all right, and the videos did okay for viewership for that channel. So I would consider doing more live reviews of that style for other things, maybe other TV shows and stuff that I watched this year, or maybe games, maybe prominent games, right? That people would want to see me review. I could do that format where we kind of do a recap and my summary of what I think about the show or game, and then we have an interactive portion where I talk with the audience for like an hour. I think that would be really neat. So I have content that's coming out on that channel. I would recommend, if anything I just mentioned sounds interesting to you, please check it out. It's youtube.com/@DSPReacts. Sorry for the shameless promotion at the beginning of the podcast, but when I had that slow stream yesterday, I was like, man, I feel like a lot of people are missing out. Like, a lot of people just don't know what's over there because I don't talk about it.
We know. We know what it is. Your audience know what it is. And they just don't care for it. So, yeah. You know what I fucking find absolutely fucking hilarious? If one extra person, just one random whale turned up and gave him a $50 tip or a $100 tip, then Phil wouldn't be having this discussion. If just one random generous whale had came out the fucking blue and says, you know what, here's some money, Phil, this wouldn't even be a talking point today.
It that often, so please give it a look, and I hope that you will, and hopefully we'll garner some support this week. I love the channel. I like doing variety rather than gaming every day, so I want that channel to continue to be successful. Please check it out. Okay Last night was the retro react to The Walking Dead Telltale Game Season 1, and we actually finished up episode 3 and started episode 4. I will say this, there was less action but a lot more drama, and a lot of people were lost. Just to summarize without spoiling, if you're going to watch those videos over the course of the week, yeah, it was a good stream. Lots of interaction and good support, especially for a night stream that you're typically slower. The stream did really good as a night stream, so I was very pleased, and those streams continue to do pretty good, and I'm excited for more. It looks like 2 more weeks.
But what you're saying, Phil, is the night stream being better than you expected made up for the day stream, which was slower than you thought. It kind of balanced out, didn't it? Isn't that lovely? So why are you fucking freaking the fuck out?
Weeks to finish up The Walking Dead, and then we got to figure out what's the next retro react that we want to do. You know, there's many options. So anyway, yesterday, overall, I had a great day with all the react stuff. I had a lot of fun, but I am hoping that we get some more traction on the Reacts channel, and people will go check it out. All right, so basically the YouTube channel, DSP Reacts, is youtube.com/@DSPReacts. That's where we have the weekly clip show, the live reviews, food vlogs, and other things as well. The DSP Throwback channel is the channel where we are currently, let me get rid of an idiot, sorry. Is the channel where...
Hey, good old lean in ban. I'm actually kind of curious what was fucking said there. We're behind Phil by about 25, 26 minutes. Let's see if we can find the chat archive from Raw Phil and see if we can find what was said. Now, but he didn't name the idiot, so we're gonna have to do our best to guess here. You know, let me get the stream up. Let me get the stream up. There we go.
Side of that group, no one really
Yeah,
cares.
shut up, Phil. No one cares what you're saying right now. Don't spoil us for the future. So what was this? So here we go.
The YouTube channel, DSP Reacts, is youtube.com/@DSP Reacts. That's where we have the weekly clip show.
Ryan, as a member, is saying, will I get banned for saying Fall Gout? What if I put in a super chat? Nightbot, what do you think? And maybe not.
The live reviews, food vlogs, and other things as well. The DSP Throwback channel is the channel where we are.
Oh, the super chat. It may have been a super chat he leaned, because obviously I fucking would have, you know, shown up and he would have fucking clocked that.
Currently,
It's definitely a super chat. By the way, waste of $5, by the way. Absolute waste of $5 here. But a $5 super chat from Wildman10 says, so you need all forms of revenue from all channels. Can you be honest? Like, how much do I need? This is why BB Phil and OMM are gone. And Phil saw that and you just kind of thought, banned. Gone. Whatever.
where we are currently. Yeah.
Also, I'm going 1.5. This is doing my tits in 1.5 speed at time go.
Fucking, we got trolls coming in, distracting me, so I'm just getting rid of them quickly so I can focus on the show again. Okay. What was I saying? The Throwback channel is where I'm currently #1, uploading playthroughs for posterity purposes in a remastered form, and it looks like based on feedback, okay? There's 2 front runners for the next game that'll be on the Throwback channel. It's either going to be LA Noire or Assassin's Creed 2. Those seem to be the 2 games that everyone is very interested in. So I'm going to decide which of the 2 are going to be next. And it's really going to be between me and probably my editors to determine what we do next. Keep in mind, LA Noire is a current playthrough that is not on the internet anywhere. It was lost. Basically when my old Red Dead DSP YouTube channel was deleted from YouTube because it had been hacked and misused by criminals, essentially. And so those Rockstar playthroughs disappeared. Burger. So, I'm interested to see what I should do next, and, you know, I'll think about it, but it seems like it's kind of almost like a 50-50 split. But LA Noire, I think at some point I have to do this year anyway, being that the whole point of the Throwback project was posterity for the old playthroughs that aren't around, and that's the other big one that's not around. I mean, there's still other things, for example, the online play that I did in Red Dead Online in order to make the Suicide King series, the Undead Nightmare playthrough of Red Dead 1. A bunch of vlogs and things are missing. There's unknown playthroughs, for example. There's a little bit of a Kung Fu Panda playthrough that I never uploaded anywhere. There's the infamously missing Dante's Inferno playthrough, right? There's a lot of options of things that I can put on that channel, so I'm thinking about it. And I'll let you know, but it's looking like right now either LA Noire or Assassin's Creed 2 is next, and I'll go from there, okay? Cool, all right. So, today, we're back into full form in gaming, and it is time to return to Fallout 4, which I'm very excited for. As you know, I've now done 2 sessions of Fallout 4, and I'm enjoying the playthrough a lot. As a melee build and an idiot savant build. And today, actually, someone sent me a tip yesterday with some advice about a melee build. And I'd like to read that and share that with everyone and probably implement that into today's stream. So we will do that. But in addition to that, you know, it's been fun to just return to this game. This is the first time that I've played this game in many, many years. 9 years. And I don't remember a lot of it, which is a good thing. It's a good thing that I'm not, you know, oh my god, I remember this mission, this mission. Instead, it's kind of a lot of open world exploration and fun and things that I don't remember.
Who fucking cares?
Again. And the next gen mod is installed, and all of the DLCs are installed, which is really, really cool. So we'll see how this goes. So far, you want to wonder, well, how is the Fallout playthrough doing? Part 1 is currently up to 30,000 views and still climbing. Now, let's be honest. We're going to hit a wall here. That playthrough part 1 is not going to continue to keep getting tons of views. In fact, they've trailed off a lot. Each day now, I'm getting a few hundred. It probably will get a few more, but I'm not thinking that part 1 is going to do significantly better than it has done right now. In fact, as of literally right now, part 1 has 30,000 views and climbing. It hit 30,000 this morning and has under 30,100. I'm curious how many more it will get. The other parts, of course, because of that, have gotten more views than my typical videos would get. Part 2 has 3.6 thousand.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No! And then part 3 from the other day, 1.7 thousand. It's like, whoa, 1,700 views on just a standard playthrough part? Yeah, I usually don't even get that, and I'm getting it on this playthrough. And in fact, this playthrough is getting great engagement as well when it comes to likes and comments and this stuff. So, I'm happy for that. And I hope that you guys are enjoying this playthrough on demand a lot. The streams are doing all right. The streams are not amazingly, overwhelmingly positive and full of support or anything like that, but they're decent streams. You know, I don't really have any complaints about them. They've been doing all right. So I like the game. I'm going to continue with this melee build. We're going to see how it goes. I really don't have anything going on until late May anyway. So we have several weeks to play this a few times a week and see how far we get and go from there. Burger. All right, so I'm excited. I can't wait to actually jump in and play more today. As you can see, we got the theme going. I have a cool border for my webcam for this playthrough that's Fallout centric and everything. And this will be cool. All right, now, by the way, it's recommended to me that there is a mod for Fallout 4 that was released many years ago that's basically like a cumulative mod that adds a bunch of bug fixes, and they now have made it compatible with this next-gen version of Fallout 4, so I'm thinking about finding and installing it today. All right, and I hope that it works, and that maybe that'll fix any wonkiness or bugginess that we might see in the playthrough. I would love to have a more smooth playthrough. I remember when I played this 9 years ago, you know, tons of bugs, like typical Bethesda game, right? Tons of bugs and issues, so hopefully this would solve that.
Fuck you,
So that's today's first stream. Tonight on the late stream, Elden Ring. And it's the Hay League tree, the hardest part of the game. It begins tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. I hope you'll join me. You know, people have engaged, supported, and really enjoyed the Elden Ring second run since I brought it back this month, as we prepare for the DLC in June. But I am a little nervous because just the other night, I took the Helldivers 2 streams, which had always done well as day streams, and I put them on the night stream, and it did really poorly. It really did. Like, engagement.
So, Phil, why is this entire podcast so far a shareholder meeting as to the fucking financial performance of your content? This is just fucking... This is not required. Stop it. You need to fucking stop doing this. You cannot fucking turn around to your audience and say what you fucking do with your money is no one's fucking business when you spend the majority of a fucking podcast literally treating it like some sort of shareholder meeting talking about how fucking certain games fucking performed for you. This is just fucking stupidity, Phil.
Was low, support was low. I was like, oh man, that sucks because it always did good as a day stream. I hope that doesn't happen with Elden Ring because the thing is, I need to have night streams. You know, I can't be here at exactly the same time playing 4 games on the same day. It just doesn't work. I can't clone myself. So I hope if you can make it, you'll join me for Elden Ring tonight on the late stream and we take on the hardest part of the game, the Hay League tree. Okay? Tomorrow will be the return of another Crab's Treasure, the Souls-like game from Aggro Crab, where it plays like Dark Souls and Sekiro kind of combined, but has a lot of platforming and a cutesy atmosphere. I'm excited to jump back into it and get more into the meat of that game because we just unlocked parrying and plunge attacks and all kinds of stuff, so it should be pretty neat. Also, tomorrow night, Street Fighter 6 returns, and yes, I am going to take Zangief into ranked matches finally. I'll probably do the first hour as my final casual play in the game, and then take Zangief into ranked to see if I can finally get him to master. And now, I kind of have a time frame, because we know when the Street Fighter 6 update is coming. So I will, try to, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, make a big push to get Zangief to master before time runs out and everything changes in the game, which we'll talk about in a minute in the news, okay? And then this Wednesday, more Fallout 4. So if you're loving the Fallout 4 playthrough, you are definitely in luck. It's more coming up this week. And then Wednesday night is up in the air. We could either do more Helldivers 2 or more Elden Ring, and I'm down for either. Basically, whichever game we choose, we'll get a second stream for the week, while the other game would only get 1 this week, but it's fine. So I guess the question is, what is it? What do you want for Wednesday night? Let's talk about it over the next couple of days and determine what you want as the late night stream. Okay? For the foreseeable future, it's going to be these games all balanced until basically the 3rd week of May. I think it's May 21st when we get multiple games coming out that I'm interested in again. So we have 3 weeks to focus in on all these awesome games. Okay? I'm just trying to think if there's any more odds and ends in the back of my head that I'm forgetting. The only other thing that we should talk about, I would like to do a special marathon at the end of May, just like a celebratory fun event that we do. And right now I'm strongly leaning towards an Indies marathon. I've not done an Indie style marathon in years. I think it would be pretty neat for you guys to nominate indie games for like 2 weeks and then do a poll to vote on what ones I should actually play for like a week, and then maybe at the end of May we do it. So let's talk about that. All right, let's see if you have any other ideas. Originally it was going to be a fighting game event, but now I don't think that's warranted. I think, you know, more of an Indies marathon is something better or different. So we shall talk about that. Okay, cool. All right, well, all of that was a lot to talk about. All right, now what I would like to do is get into what will be the meat of today's podcast, undoubtedly. By the way, thank you to those who are doing contributions. As you know,
Am I crazy, or did he not say the word schedule once? He discussed his schedule without saying the word schedule. How? Unless I missed it somehow. But he never actually fucking said the word schedule. He just went straight into it and told everyone what he fucking had planned. As nuts to me.
I shout them out near the end of the show. I thank you very much for those. Jordan, Shelrukin, thank you guys. I will answer your questions and everything a little bit later on after we get through the news. Okay? Thank you all. Let us now get into everyone's favorite segment. It is definitely my favorite segment, and I keep hearing more and more that it just may be your favorite segment of the Level 1 podcast. It is time for DSP News. Excellent. Okay, let's do it. So we have a few news stories to talk about today. News story number 1. Remedy. Who knows Remedy? I know Remedy. They're a game developer. They recently just made They recently just made Alan Wake 2, but they're also known for the original Max Payne 1 and 2 games, as well as Control and other games as well. Well, they've released their plans of what the games they currently have in development and are working on, and it sounds pretty good. First of all, the Max Payne 1 and 2 remake is expected to move into full production in the second quarter of 2024, meaning they were doing pre-production work, but haven't really fully worked on it yet. For those who don't remember, Max Payne 1 and 2 will now be combined into one super game that will have next-gen graphics, improved gameplay. Basically, it's going to be a really cool re-release of the game to celebrate the history of Max Payne. Sounds like a great project, so I'm excited for that, and hopefully we will get more information on that soon. A game that they are making called Codename Condor, which is a part of the Control franchise, is already now in full production. We don't even know what this game is, but it has something to do with Control, but we don't know what. They're also making Control 2, and that game is advancing to the production readiness stage, meaning pre-production, in quarter 2. So they have a spin-off Control game that's in production and will probably be their next game, then probably the Max Payne collection redone, and then a new Control game, Control 2. That's kind of the order of games that are coming out from them. There's another game that they're working on called Kestrel, but no one knows what it is. Basically, that's all we know. It's called Kestrel, and it's in like the development phase, and that's it. So this studio literally went from making only one game at a time to now making 4 games at a time, based just on the success of Alan Wake 2. That's pretty crazy. I mean, listen, I loved Alan Wake 2. It was my game of the year. I liked Control. I just thought that sadly the combat was kind of wonky. But overall, I liked the atmosphere and the plot of Control. To see more games from the studio is a good thing. I'd like to see more games from the studio, so I'm excited for the future. All right, our next news story for today. There is a new Game of Thrones video game currently in production from a company called Nexon. Now, I have no idea who Nexon is. That doesn't ring a bell to me. However, listen to this. It's an MMORPG. Yeah, you know, we're like, whoa, an MMORPG of Game of Thrones. Oh,
So you can definitely tell that Phil Burnell is not going to play that because it involves being online with other people.
okay. It's set in the North, okay? And the story campaign is online based, but it has a story.
I love Phil's hand gesture to fucking indicate the North.
Okay. It's set in the North.
Wow, I'm glad Phil fucking did that with his hand so we know where the North is.
Okay. And the
Is it set in the North? Points east and west.
story campaign is online based, but it has a story campaign, but also is an MMO at the same time. Does it ring a bell? Yes. There's actually quite a few MMO games recently that have been of that formula. Here's the thing. Could this work? Yes. Absolutely it could. I think that it could be a good game. Especially because it's not going to adhere to the strict plot of the TV show, right? If they're doing one set in the North or whatever, basically it could be something a little different. It could be maybe its own story or whatever. But for me, there's a couple things that make me a little skeptical. All right, number one, they said it's set in the North. I mean, that's fine, but why just the North? Everyone knows that Game of Thrones is a world that spans a ton of different areas, climates, environment, families ruling, right? To have it set exclusively in the North kind of limits it, in my opinion. Maybe that's intentional, maybe it's not. I'm not sure what the capabilities are of this game dev. Oh, okay, Ansu Kumaro says Nexon made games like MapleStory and Vindictus. Okay, I've never played either of those. That's probably why I don't know anything about them. He said they make fantastic games. People hate their business side. Oh, really? So number one, if this MMO is exclusively in the North, yeah, I'm skeptical. Number two, and this is probably the biggest thing, can we really be honest about this? Game of Thrones lost its hype. Game of Thrones was hyped like a decade ago, right? I remember I was going to a gaming convention, and I was at the airport, all right? And I needed something to do waiting for my flight, and I walked into the bookstore at the airport, and they had Game of Thrones, the book, and I was like, oh, what is this? What's the name of the first one? Is it A Song of Ice and Fire or whatever? So I just grabbed the book on a whim. I didn't even know what it was. I was like, oh, read this on the plane. And by the way, yes, I paid for it. I didn't just grab it and run. I paid for the book. I said, I'll read this on the plane. And I started reading it on the plane. I was like, wow, this is pretty darn good. Right? This is a pretty great book. And I read several of the books, and I got bored like 3-4 books into it. Whichever was it Feast for Crows or Dance of Dragons or
You can imagine it took a sex scene in one of the books and Phil put it down thinking about that. I can't read that. My mom will get me into trouble if I fucking read this particular naughty scene in the book.
I don't know. Who knows? It was one of those. And I was reading it, and I just got so bored. And I was like, you can tell what happened. George R.R. Martin essentially had a great idea. And he had an idea where he wanted to go with it, but as he wrote the books further, he made his world too convoluted. It's like he started off, he wanted it to be one thing, but then all of a sudden he wanted to turn it into like Lord of the Rings with this epic amount of characters and everything. And the books just kind of lost their way. And then come to find out, he never finished it. He still hasn't to this day. He has not continued the story. It's just been sitting there unfinished for like a decade. So he dropped it, and then they made a TV show of it, and the TV show blew up and got so popular, they finished the TV show without him. They just wrote it themselves, these TV show makers, right? So the thing is, that was 5 years ago. Yes, can you believe it? It's been 5 years since Game of Thrones ended, and no one liked the ending. Everyone hated the end of the show, apparently. I don't know, because I actually didn't even see it. I didn't see
That's a fair assessment, you know, in the grand scheme of things. Game of Thrones, fantastic show. That final season, a bit terrible. Yeah. I mean, maybe they should have just waited for George R.R. Martin to finish a goddamn book after all. I don't know, and finish a series in the books. It was a bold move to try and continue and finish a story without knowing how the actual story finishes. But some people actually liked the ending. For me, I felt it definitely fell flat. Great series for sure, fantastic fucking series. Like I enjoyed watching it, you know, and fucking it just got better and better over time. It felt like, but that final season did feel like a letdown, and it felt like a couple of things didn't make sense.
I only saw like 3 or 4 seasons of the show, and I stopped watching. So if you have a TV show, at one point the series was white hot. Everyone loved it. It was pop culture infused. Everyone talking about it, right? Great. Let's make a game. No, that was years ago. Now they're gonna make an MMO now? It's like, you've lost the hype.
Okay, Phil, you're wanting to fucking talk about fucking not capitalizing and seizing the fucking hype of anything when you play games or fucking game of the year like fucking Baldur's Gate 3. You played that months after it came out. You missed the hype for it. And then you fucking blamed it for killing your channel. Even don't get you $100 per stream.
To be the equivalent of they decided now they're gonna make an MMO of The Walking Dead. What? The Walking Dead, I understand there's spin-off shows and stuff, but the height of its popularity was a decade ago. Why are we doing these games so late? These IPs are stale, right? So I'm not convinced that Game of Thrones, the MMO, is going to do well.
So Phil, using your logic and using your argument, The Fallout TV series should never have fucking been made because it's been fucking years since a prominent Fallout game was made. Phil's logic here means that Fallout the TV series or whatever should not have been made because it did not come out at the same time as fucking one of the games. And yet, that done well on its own. It stood up on its own 2 feet.
Does it have a show on right now? Yeah, Dance with Dragons or whatever it's called, or what is it called? Not Dance with Dragons. House of the Dragon. Yeah, I think it's House of the Dragon. And apparently the show's doing fine, but still, this, you know, an MMO set in the north. I don't know. So maybe
You got a fucking problem in the north, Phil? You have a problem with any northern folk, Phil? Because the north will remember.
maybe I'm off base here. I don't know. Because Hadley 2 just made a point in the chat and says, well, you know, you can say the same thing about Harry Potter, but they just did a Harry Potter game last year, Hogwarts Legacy, and it was the best-selling game of the year. So maybe you're right. Maybe you're correct. Maybe I'm off base here, but, you know, that's just some of my initial observations, okay? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, our next viral hit game may have been found because there's a new game that just came out. It's called Manor Lords. It has hit 1 million copies sold on Steam.
Wow, really? 1 million copies? That is an interesting fucking number.
Jesus!
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, 6 million. 6 million. That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it? 6 million. Well, guess what? You're wrong. It didn't happen. You're making it up, right? You make that shit up. No, how about this? Banned. Gone forever. Because I don't put up with your fucking bullshit.
Now that was good. Now that was a fucking good one.
The boss being right.
It's always going to be fucking funny. I saw a reason to play it and I fucking seized that moment with 2 fucking hands. But yeah, sad we don't have million in a bingo card, but Phil, it's still, any reason to play that, it's fucking not going to be missed by me.
And hit a peak of over 170,000 players yesterday. And you might say, what is Manor Lords? Fuck if I know. So I looked into it. Apparently, it's something to do with like a sim of like running a building or a manor or something. I'm like, this is so similar to Pal World. It's similar to Helldivers 2. It's like, did you ever hear those games until they came out and were popular? No. So it's like, what is this game? It's come out of nowhere. No one knew what this was. No one heard of it. But apparently it's the next viral hit that everyone is playing and talking about. People in chat are telling me it is a city builder game. Okay. Okay. A medieval city builder game. Gotcha. That's what's Manor Lord. Okay. I wonder what's so special about it.
I mean, that kind of sounds interesting to me. It's kind of like, you know, City Skylines or whatever, but set in medieval times. That could be kind of cool, actually. I mean, there might be something like that. There might be things like that that already fucking exist. I don't know. But I quite enjoy playing City Skylines. I've done it in the past. A medieval concept of that would be kind of fucking, you know, I can see potential there.
That it stands out and that everyone is buying and playing it on PC. Obviously, it's not on console, so a lot of people would not have access to this game.
It's not on console. Boat Knight says, I mean, if Boat Knight's talking about the same game, they're downloading the trains on Game Pass. I don't know if Boat Knight is talking about the same game here. But Game Pass to me, that's the Xbox console, isn't it? But it's, yeah, according to PC Game Pass, yeah, bugger, okay. It's PC Game Pass. On Crash Override with spoilers from the future. A little bit of a spoiler Q&A is early today. I thought he had a big bumper news segment today. It was going to take most of the fucking podcast. Cheers for the fucking spoiler alert. Although I imagine that Q&A is early because maybe the contributions weren't as forthcoming as Phil would hope.
But if it's good, I would consider, you know, after playing Pal World and enjoying it for what it was, right? It was free. It was on Game Pass. I played it and I enjoyed it. I mean,
enjoying it for what it was free. That was like the first thing that Phil enjoyed it for was that it was free. Not for the sort of game it was trying to be, not for the ideas the fucking game had, not for what it was trying to achieve. No, the first thing that fucking sold it to Phil was, oh, it was free. Because he's a fucking Game Pass subscriber.
I didn't have to play it for long, but it was a cool thing to check out, right? And then I played Helldivers 2, and I've been impressed in the month that I've been playing it. I think that maybe I should jump more into some of these games. It's free on Game Pass. Are you serious? Really?
Oh, I see what he's on it. Right.
I'm gonna check this out. I didn't even know that it was on Game Pass. Let's take a look. Is it on Game Pass on console?
He fell.
We might check this out just to see what it is. Okay, even if I don't like it, maybe, you know, it would be maybe worth checking out. Here, let's search here.
He fell for the same thing I did. Lol.
It's not on console. Yeah, it's the closest thing is Botany Manor. Want to see me play Botany Manor? We could do that. Okay, that's definitely not it. All right, so it's definitely not on console. People are saying it is on PC Game Pass right now.
Oh my dog, what's up?
Oh, you bald wee bitch. Thank you, Prophet, for the super chat. It says Jad sucks at City Skylines. You're right, but still, you're a wee bitch. I mean, you're not wrong, but still, fuck you and thank you for the super chat. Yeah, it's one of those games. I always seem to fucking City Skylines. I like the game a lot, but I always end up doing the same sort of fucking mistake I always fucking do when I'm fucking building a city, where I fucking cram everything into one space. You know what I mean? I don't try and think I'm going to pick a brand new area somewhere else in the fucking map to try and expand. No. For some fucking reason, I think everything has to fucking go together in the same one fucking spot. I started fucking building everything fucking else, and then it fucking just all clumps up together and it fucking doesn't work anymore. I just yeah. The game does require, yeah, you're right, Prophet. I do suck at it, but still, it's a mean thing to say.
But sadly, if it's a new game, probably my mini PC would not play it, right? Maybe it would, but maybe I don't know. Oh really? I'm being told because it is a city builder and city sim game, it would be absolutely horrible to try to play on console. It really is like a keyboard and mouse style game. So there you go. Jasper, have you played Manor Lords? Anything about it? Jasper Kitty.
Shut up,
Jasper, what about Manor Lords? This is very rude of you to interrupt at this point. How dare you? We have an intrusion onto the podcast today. How dare you, sir? Who do you think you are?
Nice
you storm and
shirt,
barge in like
25
this.
cents.
I have several hundred people watching me right now, and your tail is in my face. Oh. How could you?
Fuck you and your
How
friends.
dare you, sir? How could you? Anyway, if you guys are interested in seeing me try out this Manor Lords game, I would not be against trying it on my mini PC. If it is a Game Pass game, I have Game Pass Ultimate. I just gotta get it, I guess, synced with Steam or whatever. I don't know how it works, but I guess I could get it synced and ow, claw on my leg and try to get it working. I would not be opposed to that. I just don't know if it would be anything that would be interesting to you guys.
Is Phil screaming out in pain a weird noise? I guess we don't often see Phil scream out in pain, so why the fuck not?
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning. So let me know what you think. Hey, maybe next week we would give it a shot. Manor Lords. I mean, it's selling like hotcakes apparently. You know, since the last couple games that we tried like this seem to at least work for a bit and be a little bit interesting, I'd be willing to check it out. All right, so Manor Lords. Let me know what you think. Maybe we'll check it out next week. Right, Jasper? Right, buddy?
Shut up, bitch.
He wants a
What's up?
Thank you very much to Botnight for the super chat, who says he's such a charisma vacuum. Jasper becomes a prop. He really is a vacuum in the true manner of the word.
You sound like a human vacuum cleaner, managing to both suck and blow at the same time.
As any reason I can get to use that clip's a fucking good reason. But yeah, fuck me, man. You'd think somebody that fucking talks every single fucking day for multiple hours a fucking day would be better in the whole talking aspect of things. But then again, he doesn't talk to anyone. He essentially talks to a fucking brick wall for fucking 8 hours a fucking day. There is no fucking back and forth dichotomy there, you know what I mean? There's no fucking bounce back of, you know, communication. It's not a two-way conversation. It's always one way, where Phil fucking says what he fucking wants, and if somebody fucking says something in his chat that he doesn't like, then he's fucking going to get rid of them. Just fucking ban them because they're a fucking contrary opinion. It's not a real-time fucking conversation. But I don't know, it's just fuck. But yeah, he's certainly fucking no Captain Charisma, I'll tell you that.
Right, buddy? He wants a rub. He wants a rub down here live on stream. He wants all the
He wants blood work. He wants blood work for the vets.
attention, of course. Do I like city builders? You know, I don't think I've ever put significant time into one. I used to like games like Age of Empires and stuff like that, but I mean, that's different. That's a different style of game. Now, I don't know if I would like it or not. Maybe I'd have to try it, give it a shot, right? Oh, people are complimenting your collar, Jasper. They said it's very cute. They like your collar with the bow. Yes, he has a bow on his collar there. But what's funny is he keeps moving it. Like, it's been all around the collar, and he keeps moving it around. We just let him do whatever he wants with it.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
Careful, careful now. Don't slip and don't claw me, please. I'm wearing shorts today. I don't need a big gash on my leg, okay? Have I ever played a tycoon-type game? No, not really. I have not. I have played Age of Empires. Yeah. Look at this kitty. Look at this cat. Look at this cat. You see how cute he is? He's purring right now? He's a nut. Look at him. Okay. Alright. So, Manor Lords, let me know what you think. Yes, I would be interested in trying it out if we could get it to work on the mini PC. It seems like that's the only way it would be viable right now.
It literally just feels like he's fucking waving Jasper in front of the camera, waiting for somebody to give him money to thank him for waving Jasper in front of the fucking camera. Jasper deserves better.
Okay? Okay. Our next news story. Now, this is a big alert, okay? Oh, really? Lady Charisma says PC Game Pass games are an Xbox PC app. You can't play them via Steam. Well, that's fine. I guess I could install the PC app, the Xbox PC app, and play them through there. As long as it runs on the PC, I guess. You know, I don't know if it would. Anyway, our next, now this is a alert. This is a danger security alert, everyone. This next news story, I need you to all listen up. If you're doing something else, all right? If you are currently in the middle of doing anything on a computer or on your phone, stop right now, put it down. You have to pay attention to this story. It's very important for safety.
Oh shit, is Derek back in Canada? He got through customs somehow. He escaped from the Japanese law.
If you are eating something, let's say you have a big sandwich, you're about to take a bite, spit it out, spit out the bite, put the sandwich down. You got to pay attention. If you're taking a shit right now, I need you to pinch it off, wipe, and get ready. I need you all at full attention. It's a full security alert.
At times like this, I wish I could just end the bingo. I feel like taking something just to spite him.
Burger.
I'm taking that. I don't care.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
He annoyed me today. I'm taking that. Fuck it.
Okay, you ready? All right, here's the story. Everyone needs to hear this. There's been a major recall that everyone needs to know about because you are all at danger. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mario Kart Ride-On Racer has been recalled for stuck accelerator pedals. Debris can get stuck in the accelerator pedal of your Mario Kart Ride-On Racer, and you could actually not be able to stop. Children worldwide have been careening into walls face first and cannot stop their forward momentum. 65 children have been injured, and therefore they are recalling the Mario Kart Ride-On Racer. This is very important that you hear this. Now, you may ask, what is the maximum speed of the Ride-On Racer? Well, it's 8 miles per hour, okay? So
that's faster than you can fucking move, you fucking prick.
So the only injury reported so far has been a chafed hand, all right? But let me tell you something. I've chafed my hand before. That sucker hurts.
It's because you got the thinnest skin fucking possible. You can't even have fucking jasp on your lap without fucking bleeding profusely.
All right? It's not anything to be joking about, all right? You need to avoid a serious chafed hand injury. So take your racer and put it in the garage.
But you take your razor and insert your own end in here.
And lock the doors. Don't let anyone ride on your Mario Kart Ride-On Racer. It's very important that you keep it out of the hands of anyone right now, okay?
Who fucking cares?
Now, obviously, I'm making a joke of this, all right? But
thank God it wasn't being serious. So that's fucking great.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
We're getting plenty of May the 1st references right on the eve of that infamous date. We've all seen Phil chafe his hand. Fuck me. Wednesday stream is going to be a brutal one.
Isn't it funny? Because isn't this exactly what's happening with the Cybertruck? That they have to recall certain Cybertrucks saying that the accelerator gets stuck or something like that? So, I mean, I jest because it's a video game related item, but I mean, it's kind of ironic that something real is happening in that same regard, right? Okay, anyway. All right, our major news story today is regarding Street Fighter 6. Someone asked, Dark Viking says, did you hear the news about Escape from Tarkov? Yeah, there is no news. Just like how I didn't report on it the other day because I knew it wasn't pertinent. Yeah, it's totally not pertinent. People who played Escape from Tarkov, which is a niche audience. Yes, it's a big audience, but it's just a niche audience for that group. Outside of that group, no one really cares. But the people who play Escape from Tarkov were upset because I guess some DLC was announced that was going to be insanely expensive, even though they were promised that would never happen. And so they all revolted, and now the game developer said, oh, I'm sorry, and he's going to give it all away for free. Okay, that's the Escape from Tarkov news. Wow, wasn't that exciting and pertinent to talk about? No, it has nothing to do with me or my audience. Okay, let's continue. The big news came out of Evo Japan yesterday, all right? Finally, it is time to talk about Street Fighter 6's biggest update ever. Because, ladies and gentlemen, on May 22nd, they're dropping... Okay, not really. They're dropping the final DLC character.
Did his mic filter not work for him trying to say that?
They're dropping... Okay, not really. They're dropping the final DLC character.
But I felt like his filters stopped him from being audible there.
For Street Fighter 6, Akuma, or Goki. If you live in Japan, his name is Goki. All right, so get it right. You can't call him that in the United States. You gotta call him Akuma, or Akuma Baby. But in Japan, it's Goki. Okay? And he's coming out. And in addition to that, here's the other big piece of news, and I'm honestly more excited for this. The big game balance changes are happening on the same day. So the day that Akuma releases, the whole game changes. Everyone will play differently and have different changes to them. All right? And it's funny because it's about...
How's it fucking funny? How the fuck is a rebalance of the fucking game and the fucking tweaking of the fucking way the game's played funny? Also, you just snorted. Also, I must untick Twitter and X because Phil didn't actually fucking say it, and I feel bad for it.
A year since the game came out. It was actually the first week of June last year that Street Fighter 6 came out, and May 22nd is when this balance change is happening. So it's about a 1-year season, and now we can all say with the release of Akuma, we are essentially entering Season 2 of Street Fighter 6. Now, you might say, what is all these changes, or what are all these changes? Excuse me, you wouldn't say what is. You say, what are all these changes coming up? What are the balance changes? Who's going to get better? Who's going to get worse? Did they tweak the netcode? What's going on? And the answer is, nobody knows, because Capcom made this announcement in EVO Japan and literally says, details coming later. So all we know is that in a little over 3 weeks, the entire game will be rebalanced and retooled, and it'll be like starting fresh. Everyone will kind of be on square one again, trying to learn the game and its changes and things like that, which is a good thing. It'll refresh the game in the community. It'll make it feel like there's a reason to play again that's pertinent rather than just grinding through again. So obviously, I'm actually excited for that. Yes, I am hoping that they're going to take some of the mid and low tier characters that I love and make them significantly better. I really hope they do that. I guess we'll see. But this is going to be neat. Now, as for Akuma himself, okay, they showed off a bunch of stuff, and basically, I don't really understand it because all I did was I watched the trailer. I didn't go to a breakdown. I guess people have already broken down this fucking thing all over the internet, explaining each one of his special moves and everything. So, does he look like Akuma from the games I know? Absolutely not. Basically, you gotta remember something. I did not play Street Fighter V. And in Street Fighter V, they changed a lot of shit. It looks like Akuma absolutely plays like his Street Fighter V counterpart, which I don't know. So, I don't know how he's really gonna play in this one. I'm used to Street Fighter 4 Akuma, which is very, very different from what I can see. So basically, he has a whole bunch of new flip moves and air fireball setups, and it looks like he has a lot of different supers. And I don't know if he has more supers than anyone else. Like, everyone has a level 1, level 2, and level 3 super, and then a critical art super, which is basically the level 3 super when they're low on health. Apparently, Akuma will have more than that. Like, he won't just have one of each type of super. He may have multiple. For example, the Raging Demon, Shun Gokusatsu, right? The finisher move.
We also filled Raging Demon on May the 1st in 2016. Yeah, these jokes are way too easy.
That he's infamous for ever since his first appearance in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Is in the game, but it's situational. It is a special critical art that can only be done when he's low on health and has level 3 supercharge. So you can't just do it whenever you want. You can only do it in a desperation situation, okay? Which is kind of interesting. So how effective will it be? Don't know. Another thing that people seem to be talking about is he seems to have a command throw out of teleport. He used to have a command throw off of his flip move. He would flip and he had variations he could do where he could either do a palm strike or a dive kick or an air grab or sometimes even an air fireball. Well, now it looks like he has a teleport that cancels into a throw, which is kind of neat. And that's cool. I like that. I like that he has these new variations. But he has other moves that I'm not familiar with. It looks like there's like combo moves and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. So I would have to definitely check the character out and dive into him to try to figure him out and see if he's my style or not. But you know what's going to happen. Akuma, infamously, has always been the most popular character in Street Fighter history. I don't know why. I think that it's just the idea that he was a secret character that became so popular that then they just made him a major regular character in every Street Fighter game since. Like, think about it. He's been in every Street Fighter game since, without exception. He's in all...
He sounds like a very strong fucking character, Phil. I think I can understand the popularity. If they have more supers than every other character in the game, that might be a reason why they might be a popular character.
All of them, right? So, I guess we'll see. His design is interesting. It's like a hybrid of a couple different versions of him. We'll see what happens when he comes out and we actually get our hands on it. Okay? But, so, not only does he come out on May 22nd, but also the balance patch. Now, here's the thing. May 21st is the release of the release of Hellblade 2 and the System Shock remake. So I was very interested in checking both of those out, but now I gotta wonder if I take on those 2 new games at that point, am I gonna have time to focus on this update for Street Fighter 6? And then keep in mind, on May 23rd, the Paper Mario 1000 Year Door remake comes out. And then a week after, Multiverses comes out, fully. So, I'm gonna actually put this in my schedule now. Street Fighter 6, Akuma.
Phil finally said schedule.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
It took so long, but he finally fucking said the goddamn words.
And balance update. May 26th. Oh, no, May 22nd. Excuse me. It's May 22nd. Since all this is going on at once, you would think that perhaps I should put more time into Street Fighter. It'd be more important for me to maybe go and play with all 5 of my characters who I've used a lot and try to see if they've improved or how they've changed. And then maybe even try a new character or 2. I mean, obviously, I'm going to be playing with Akuma a bit and try to figure it out. and go from there. So, yeah, May 22nd. Get hyped for Street Fighter again. Street Fighter will come back in a very prominent way as everyone will be playing it. Everyone will be talking about it. Everyone will be using Akuma and the balances changes. We'll see and go from there. Okay. So that's cool. May 22nd. All right. Cool. And of course, if and when there's more information about the balance patch, I will let you know. Obviously, this is a huge thing. Like I said, I really hope that they end up making some of the mid to low tier characters better. I would love to play with Lily at a competitive level or have a better chance with Zangief. You know what I mean? It's been rough. Honda, I would like to see them be improved characters. Okay.
Then get better, you fucking scrub.
All right, so that is my big gaming news segment for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Keep those Mario Kart racers in your garage. I swear if I see you driving down the street with it, I'm going to be very upset with you as you go careening into a wall because you can't stop. Okay. So, I think what we shall do, let's start with shoutouts, shall we? Let's do it. Let's start on the YouTube side of things. This morning, we start off with Jordan, who did a $2 super chat and said, "Morning, Phil," and then he immediately dropped a 5-member bomb on the community. Thank you, Jordan, for supporting the community this morning. Congrats to Fox Mulder, Mr. iGamer, Cosmos, Nate Drake, and Brian Burkett.
Hey, Fox Mulder got his membership back. He didn't have to fucking pay for anything. All Fox Mulder had to do, Kagome by the way, was wait for somebody to give him a membership. See, Kagome's playing the long game. He knows. Why should he give Phil any money when somebody can just fucking come along and give him a membership?
Who each received a gift of membership this morning. Much appreciated. Thank you, Jordan, for that. Then, Jordan did another super chat and said LA Noir. So it seems like Jordan's vote would be for LA Noir to be the next game on DSP Throwback, and it seems
the first vote has some financial backing to it. That might fucking persuade Phil what he's going to do next. LA Noir might fucking get the edge because of financial contributions. Also, Phil received a $5 super chat, but he leaned it.
like that was a consensus in the chat this morning. A lot of people were repeating that sentiment, saying LA Noir, LA Noir. I'd be down for that. There is one warning about LA Noir. Remember how all that old-timey music plays on the car radio when you drive around? Yeah, YouTube blocks all of that. YouTube does not like old-timey music for any reason, and historically will either content ID claim, mute, or block it. Content ID claim is one thing. If I don't make ad revenue on a video or two, big deal. But if they mute or...
What do you mean fucking big deal? You fucking spent fucking 10 minutes in this fucking podcast to start crying about how fucking you need fucking tips and fucking support on streams because ad revenue doesn't fucking happen for your React content. You fucking bitch and whine and moan and fucking stamp your little fucking gout-ridden feet because like you don't get fucking ad revenue for the React content because it's all claimed and all that shit. And yet here you are fucking pretending it's no fucking big deal. Fuck you and your fucking hypocrisy.
Block it, I might as well not release the videos, right? So, I'm going to attempt to have my editors, if we do LA Noir, do something with the music. Whether that means they blurt it out, they make it kind of fuzzy, whatever it is. I'd much rather have you guys see the original playthrough, you know, than have to cut parts out. Imagine if I'm driving around in a car, we have to cut it out, because YouTube won't let that part play because of the music. That would suck ass. You know, I don't want to do that. So, if that is the case, and that's what we work on next, I'll have to see how it goes and how my editors can work their magic, okay? Okay, continuing on. Joe Ryukin here this morning.
Is it really fair to say your editors work when they're not getting paid for it? They're not really doing work when they're not getting paid for their efforts.
Just did a super chat half an hour ago and said, did you see Akuma's Street Fighter 6 trailer? Hope all is well. Akuma, baby. Actually, Akuma, baby. Because the guy who did that didn't know how to pronounce his name. You don't know what that's a reference to? No exaggeration. That's a reference to my super early days as a YouTuber, where I used to listen to Xbox Live messages. People would send me on my Xbox 360, unsolicited. They would just send them. And someone sent me a completely random audio clip. Akuma, baby. That was it. Like, oh, okay.
Who
so I don't think
fucking
that'll ever go away.
cares?
I think that meme will persist in my entire existence on YouTube.
What do you mean it's a fucking meme? This is literally the first I have ever heard of this being a fucking thing. I know Phil used to fucking listen to some shit fucking back in the day where, you know, people sending him things like, you know, like on Xbox fucking voice message and shit. But I don't remember anyone ever fucking talking about that as a meme. Someone send him a Akuma baby. Like, no. If anything fighting game related is going to be going down as a meme relating to DSP, it's going to be fucking cerulean and look at my skeletons, bitch. That is the only worthwhile fighting game related meme I can think of when I think of any sound clips with Phil Burnell gameplay to it.
So thank you very much, Shell Ryukin, for the super chat. Brendan did a super chat this morning. He says, hey, Phil, I cannot stay long. He's probably not even here because it was 27 minutes ago. I just want to say have a great time in the Wasteland. I'm excited to catch up on your Walking Dead playthrough as well. DSP Throwback rocks. Awesome. Yes, so that Retro React stream over on DSP Throwback went really well. Part 1 of last night is live, and there's 4 more parts coming over the course of the week. Basically, it's going to finish up episode 3 and then get into episode 4 of Walking Dead Season 1. So it's all coming. All right, good stuff, and thank you so much. Jordan with another super chat says, if you do Indies Week, please do Stardew Valley 1.6. Maybe. If people were to nominate Stardew Valley again, I absolutely would be interested in that, for sure. And again, one thing that I want to emphasize, if we do an Indies Marathon, yes, I can play PC games. For the first time in 100 years, yes, I can play indie games on PC because I have a mini PC. Like, most of this marathon may be on the PC, which would be really cool, actually. So let's see how it goes, okay? Cool. Now, before I get to shouting out tips, I do have a little thing I want to read. Someone had sent me a $2 tip on last night's late stream, but it totally didn't apply to that stream, and I said I would save it for this morning. So let me read out what this person said in this anonymous $2 tip. I won't be watching you live this week, but I want to give you some tips regarding your Fallout 4 melee build from someone who has just finished 2 of my own melee runs. It's a very strong build, however, it is one of the hardest to use early on. Mirelurks as well as armored super mutants will be very hard to kill with bladed weapons, so I will highly suggest you get a sledgehammer. Also, I recommend taking the melee upgrade perks and the perk that won't let you get addicted to chems, because I have found using Buff Out and Psycho makes you extremely OP in a melee run. With the melee run, you will get a point where you can actually start 2 to 3 shotting death balls. So there you go. Thank you for the advice. And, you know, I'm very early on right now, so I haven't really had many options when it comes to melee weapons. I think I found the machete, which is what I'm using, and the switchblade. And that's pretty much been it, right? I haven't had opportunity to find any other weapons. I hope I find other weapons.
Well, the best melee weapon in Fallout 4, in my opinion, is... You know that fucking creature? It's near Diamond City, and there's a pond. And it's a big fucking creature that lives in that fucking pond. I can't mind the name of it. It's a random generic basic name. But there's a power fist weapon that you can get off that fucking swan. That's what it is. It's fucking a big creature called Swan. You know, you kick their arse, you take their fucking power fist. That for a melee fucking build is OP as all hell. That is such a powerful fucking tool to have if you are a fucking melee build. And it's called Swan because it's a creature with a big swan boat hat. So there you go. But yeah, the power fist is probably, and super sledges as well, no bad. You know, from my experience anyway, super sledges are okay, but I prefer the power fist. It just seems to have more crunch to it.
So we'll see. But yeah, like I'm down for that. If it's a blunt weapon is better, then I'll look out for that. And I agree with you. It looks like chems will probably be very strong, but you're right. I can't get addicted. So maybe look into that perk. In fact, I will look in my perks tree to see what perks are there. And because I think we have a level I haven't applied yet, right? I think I have a whole level I didn't do yet. And so maybe we could do that today. We'll see. But thank you for that suggestion or those suggestions. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. I received a $1 tip.
Are you not adding the $2 tip from last night to today's total? So you didn't read out a message yesterday, but you added it to your total yesterday. Is that what happened?
So someone is recommending that when it comes to the React show, perhaps have themed weeks. Okay, listen, here's the thing. Everyone always has common complaints about the React show. You don't watch the entirety of every clip.
Well, that's not a complaint someone gave you. Someone fucking gave it as a fucking decent suggestion. Having a certain theme is a good idea. It means that most people can fucking kind of roughly go along the same fucking common general theme, and you can focus your attention in discussing certain things. Well, that person did not complain. That person merely provided you an idea, and you are labeling it as a complaint with your fucking, you know, fucking shit sour face right there. Fuck me, this is a fucking punchable fucking face. This is a good idea he's been given, and he's perceiving it as a fucking complaint. You wanna know fucking why? Because I don't think he thinks that he's able to fucking... He doesn't want to fucking put the time into organising people to try and fucking do a certain theme for React stuff. It would require extra work on his part. So yeah, let's just hear what he's got to fucking critique about.
Listen, here's the thing. Everyone always has common complaints about the React show. You don't watch the entirety of every clip. Correct. It's a clip show. And I've emphasized this. It's a weekly clips show. This is not a weekly long-form React show where you submit a 25-minute documentary for me to watch and react to the whole thing. That's not the point of the show. It never was. Just because people seem to want to push it in that direction doesn't mean that's what the show is and the whole format's going to change. If I were to watch the entirety of every single clip, we would probably get through 10 videos a week, if that. And how many people would be disappointed who are members who get nothing watched, right? Also, if I committed to watching the entirety of every video, we'd be bored because a lot of videos are boring. I just don't like them and the audience don't like them. So here's the thing. With a show like this, it's hit or miss because it's a variety show. Some things will stick, some things will not. That's the point of the show. You never know what you're going to see, right? So if you like that idea, please come to those streams to support them and become a channel member. If you don't, let me know what else you would like to see. But saying, hey, change the focus of the whole show where you watch the entirety of every clip and you have themed weeks where every clip has to be of a certain subject matter. That would never work. That's not the point of a variety show. And this was always meant to be a variety show from its inception. And that's why we have people who are members every week who support it. If I were to change the format of the show, I would lose all the members that make the channel viable. I can't change the show, all right? I don't know why suggestions like this come in. It's like, well, I don't like what you're doing, so just change it all. Because personally, I just don't like it. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not, sorry. I'm not. If you have suggestions for improvement, or maybe you want me to start a new show, that's one thing. But don't say, well, you know, you didn't get support yesterday, so just change the entire format of the show and lose all the other support that you actually have via members too. No, I'm not doing that. That's a bad suggestion.
Guys, I didn't get money and I wanted money. Can you guys help me try and get more money? Someone gives an idea. No, you're a fucking moron for suggesting that. How fucking dare you? People clearly like the fucking way I do things. I just need more money.
Okay. I received a $20 tip.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't even know who it's from, but fuck it. Is this the new... Oh, hold on. I'm going to guess... This is probably going to be Rocky with his broken fingers.
From Akuma.
Oh, it's Akuma, apparently.
From Akuma. Not Akuma, baby. Just Akuma. Thank you so very much to Akuma for a $20 tip this morning. I appreciate that. So, that is $21 in tips so far this morning. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. Oh, we have a couple more shout-outs to do. Hold on. Jordan did another super chat, and he says, please do Hades 2 when it comes out. It looks good. I likely will. I mean, even if I don't end up liking it, I'm still going to try it. Hades, I skipped when it came out. And then I played it years later, and I loved it. And I did a full run of it and really, really enjoyed it. So, absolutely, I'm interested in playing Hades 2, okay? Hair of the Dog, thank you for a $2 super chat. I appreciate that, Hair of the Dog. Thank you, thank you. And then Rich88 re-upped his membership for 9 months and says, we need retro gaming night with support picked games. Listen, I like retro gaming. Let me make this clear, though. When I say retro gaming, I mean retro games from my past. Atari, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. Those are games synonymous with my past that I consider retro.
It has to be about Phil, not you. How fucking dare the audience try and fucking insert their own retro experiences into Phil's precious nostalgia field trips?
So if you were to say retro gaming night, oh, you mean Mario, Ninja Gaiden, Metroid, original Mario Kart, you know what I'm saying? Like classic Sonic the Hedgehog, Earthworm Jim, right? You know, stuff from that era. I'm down for that. Classic Zelda, shit like that. That sounds good to me. But I think you basically just said the key factor. Support-based. Whenever I play retro games, I kid you not, usually those streams end up having low attendance, low engagement, and low support. Why? Because I just know that I have an audience that kind of doesn't really agree with me in everything that I'm doing. And I'm not happy about that. Like, for example, I really like JRPGs, but it seems like every time I play a JRPG, things slow down to a crawl and everyone complains they're bored, right? I like retro games, but it seems like they don't really work. I like indie games, but a lot of the times they don't work, right? So
I like indie games, but a lot of the time they don't seem to work. By the way, I think it's time we do an indie game marathon. Indie games don't usually work for my fucking channel, but let's fucking do some hype indie game marathon. Because everyone fucking loves those, apparently, all of a sudden, even though people don't fucking like them on his channel. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make fucking goddamn sense. I'm fucking losing goddamn grey matter in my fucking head here.
If we actually had buy-in, like people were like, yeah, if you do a retro game night.
Buy-in? You want people to fucking sign contracts to fucking turn up to your streams, Phil, promising a certain amount of fucking money just for fucking turning up. You want financial buy-in from your dent heads. Are you gonna fucking charge them tickets or something? Pay-per-view?
Event. Maybe you do it like every other week, one night a week, right? I would show up and I would engage in support and we'd all have a good time with retro games. I would totally do it. But we would need that buy-in from people to commit that they're going to actually come and be a part of those streams. Not, I decided to do it and then I just have a really slow night because I wanted to do something different, right?
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you very much to Fats12 for a super chat, who says the king of retro that loves the NES but uses save states. Yeah, Phil's always been a fucking bitch about that, you know. He fucking hates. He claims to love the fucking retro gaming experiences, and yet he fucking hates the whole idea of trying to fucking do things without save states. Nobody wants to see me waste my fucking time. Yeah, they fucking do. They want to fucking see it fucking struggle and persevere. Why do you think fucking streams that fucking have like people overcome incredible obstacles, like a no-hit run in Dark Souls, why do you think those are fucking popular, Phil? Because people fucking want to see people overcome these incredible fucking obstacles and barriers. And yes, trying to complete games without save states is an impressive feat. Well, it depends on the fucking game, of course, but yeah. But you know, Phil likes to fucking be a bitch about it and says, no, we've only got 3 hours, save states are a must. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for 100 likes on the bingo stream. That does not just that guarantees us a free space in the bingo card, but not only do we have a free space, we also get to enjoy the Bowser animation that Pixar Animations so very kindly made for us all to enjoy to celebrate 100 likes. Remember, keep an eye on the bottom right for Jasper to do his thing. You fuck him the fuck up and you do it right now, Jasper. Good cat. I honestly feel like I lose the fucking intellectual ability to fucking construct sentences when I watch Phil Burnell. Like, his fucking stupidity and toxicity just renders me a fucking gibbering mess. Sometimes I can't even fucking speak coherently sometimes. It's a bizarre fucking thing and a side effect of fucking watching and consuming Phil Burnell on a daily fucking basis. I need otters. Where are the little bastards? I know they were cleaning the otter pool earlier on, so I'm not entirely sure if they have returned to the water yet. Where are they? I'll sit here all goddamn day waiting for my fucking otter to come on. or I'll go elsewhere. And it's like, this is not the only otter stream in town. I'd like to believe they're back. Where are they? Where are they? There you are, you wee bastard. You wee fucking hide and seek champion. I was fucking hiding in the fucking depths of it. But there we go. We got an otter. Sneaky little fucker was hiding the whole time. But there we go. We've been detoxified with otters.
So, I'm okay with that. I like the idea. I love retro games. Alright? Let's talk about it, shall we? Hair of the Dog did a second super chat. Thank you, Hair of the Dog, for a second super chat. I appreciate that. Let's see here. I received a $2.20 tip. This person is asking personal questions about income and stuff, which I'm not going to answer, so forget you.
You have no right to complain about anyone talking to you about money when most of your podcast was centered around the money your audience gave you. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm going 1.75. I just can't. I just can't. And boat night we can't see. This was a tip, I believe. I can't. Well, let's remind ourselves. I think it was a tip that somebody gave him.
Let's see here. I received a $2.20 tip.
Yeah, because it was a tip, we can't see what the question was. Only Phil gets to fucking see that, so we don't know what was asked. If it was a super chat, we could have fucking seen, perhaps, you know, but nah. For tips, it's basically up to Phil to tell us what was said.
This person is asking personal questions about income and stuff, which I'm not going to answer, so forget you. Okay, ignore them. I'm not going to sit here and answer personal questions about the finances of the channels and shit. You're dumb, okay?
Someone make him stop. Someone just make the
bad man stop.
He's literally spent so much of this podcast talking about the financial support that he's received on his fucking channels. And yes, oh my fucking god. Well, if you're, I'm losing the fucking will. I'm losing the fucking will.
You're dumb. You have no right to that information. You have no right to ask for that information. Too bad. Okay. Richard Gay said he would definitely support retro stuff. Cool. Let's talk about it. Again, I am open to new ideas. I totally am. I'm open to playing stuff on my mini PC. I'm open to indie games and trying out a game like this, Manor Lord. I'm open to doing a retro games night. I'm open to all of it. I just want to see what will work and what people really want. How long would I say Elden Ring is? It depends on how long, or how much you do. If you're just doing the main story, probably about 60 hours. Okay, no exaggeration. If you're doing main story, it's probably 60 hours, okay? If you're doing optional content, it's probably about 80 hours. If you're doing everything in the game, including the hidden Haley tree with its giant, insanely tough way to get to it in Melania, and you're doing the underground blood dungeons, and all of the underwater well and pathways in the Sofria River, and the secret Ronnie Plateau of Magic, and if you're going interdimensionally transporting all over the place into the hidden bowels of Caelid, and the hidden tower with the freaking Godskin guy inside that kills you 7,000 times, and if you're going to go fight the hidden Blackblade enemies that are guarding the pathways that you don't need to go to, but you go there anyway because you want to get the special weapons and all of the runes, no exaggeration, it's probably 120 hours. So it really depends on how much you get into it. If you're just a baseline playthrough, all you care about is beating the game, you can do around 60 hours. But it's going to be more than that if you're going for optional content and truly exploring. So. Have you ever played Kirby's Dream Course? I feel like we did. I feel like it was on the Nintendo Switch Plus online service or whatever, and we played it, and I thought it was weird. Wasn't it like Kirby's a ball or something, like it's golf or something? I think we did play that. Yeah, I think so. Blagonito says, I'm waiting on Lost Odyssey and Suikoden playthroughs. Well, Lost Odyssey, I can play anytime. It's on Xbox Series X, and they even remastered it to be even better. Like, apparently it runs even better on there now. That's a playthrough we can do at any time. It just never seems to have time. You know what I mean? Like, I've always wanted to play it. It just never seems to happen. In regards to Suikoden, that's kind of a no-brainer because they're making a collection of Suikoden 1 and 2 remakes with brand new graphics, redone music, everything retuned and refined for a modern audience. And that's the one I would play for that, obviously. I wouldn't go play the original, so we're waiting on that collection. But, yeah, maybe someday we will play Lost Odyssey.
I just want you guys to understand that.
Oh, is that true? The Suikoden creator passed away recently? Well, that's very sad. It's just crazy when you think about it. Those games came out in the mid to late 90s. Shit. I haven't played them since then. I played them in the mid to late 90s when they were new games. That's when I played them, and I absolutely loved them. But it's been so long since I played them. I still remember some of the music. It's so good, the fight theme and everything.
All the shit that happened to me, and all the stress and the mental shit that I go through on a daily basis. Sometimes.
Wow, only 2 months ago. Sad. All right, well, that's everything that I have. If you guys have stuff you want to talk about, please tag me in the chat. I just received a $1 tip. Explain to people who aren't members on the React channel why they should become a member there. What's the value? Number 1, becoming a submission or ultra tier member means we get to have your clips as part of the show. If you're an ultra member, we're guaranteed to watch your clip every week for 4 weeks. So, guaranteed attention on the videos you want me to watch and seeing what you want me to react to. Okay? If you're a submissions tier member, an equal chance to get your video watched. In recent weeks, we've gotten through more than half of the submissions tier videos, so a good chance of getting your video watched every single week. Now, if it's a video that's super long, you know I'm not going to watch the whole thing. It's a clip show. If it's a video that's something really dumb or stupid, I'm probably not going to watch the whole thing. Or on the flip side of that, if I find it very boring and the audience finds it very boring, then I'm probably going to skip through it too. But that's the nature of a variety clip show. A chance to see me watch and react to something you submitted, and you're interested to see my reaction. That's the appeal of the show. This is not rocket science. This is not overcomplication. This is pretty easy to figure out and understand. And yes, there's enough people on that channel that like that premise because the show continues. It's been 62 episodes, and we're still going strong. Like I said, particularly, I just don't understand why the stream yesterday didn't do so good, right? All the other streams have done fine. One particular stream out of nowhere did poorly. I will, try to figure out why. Get to the bottom.
Remember, it's no one's fucking business to ask him about his fucking financial situation and what happens with money. But, practically in the same fucking breath, he's going to talk to his audience about why they were not forthcoming with their money to give to him yesterday.
Right? Outside of that, we're all good. Nothing wrong with the format of the show. No one's complaining. Besides maybe you, who wants me to change the whole format of the show. Anyway, thank you, Hyperforce, for a super chat. Would you be interested in playing Pacific Drive, a roguelike? You drive in a station wagon doing survival runs in a stalker's zone. I've heard the name, but that's all I've heard. I haven't really seen too much about it. So I don't know what it's on. I don't know how it plays. If it would be interesting. What do you guys think? Is it on game? Is it on Xbox? No. Pacific Rim, Pacific News, no Pacific Wings, and Battle Station Specific. No Pacific Drive. So not on here. Every game we look for is not on here, right? Here we go. People person says I never played Fallout before. Can you scroll off the screen? God damn it. Okay. I never played a Fallout game before. Can you explain basic stuff like stims and psycho when you enter them in a game? Yeah, they're drugs. They either heal you or give you buffs. There's not much to really understand. George does want to see you react to a trailer of games that you played to see if you think they were scams or not. Well, there you go. You could do that. If you're a channel member on the DSP Reacts channel and you're an Ultra member, I watch a clip you submit once a week for 4 weeks. You definitely get 4 of them in there, and I can react that way. Or if you're just a standard member, a submissions tier member, you can submit the clip, and there's an equal chance with everyone else that'll be watched. So there you go.
What is up, everyone? Hello, and welcome.
Yeah, stim pack is just a health recovery item, and it'll recover limb damage as well. Sometimes you get damage on certain limbs, and it makes them weak. Like, for example, if you're a melee class, you're using your right arm to swing, but then you hurt your right arm, now your melee does like nothing, so you need to heal so that you can get your strength back in your arm. Excuse me. Okay, you guys got a little bit of extra time. If you would like to talk about any topics, please tag me in the chat. If any further contributions come in, I will shout them out. Thank you.
No.
Are there some little sci-fi horror games? It's a good question, Eternal. When you look at sci-fi horror, what do you think of? Dead Space, or Callisto Protocol, I guess. Alien Isolation, right? Maybe what was the one from the makers of Amnesia? Soma. Okay, but there's just not that many. You're absolutely correct. I don't know why. I don't know why it's few and far between that we have this sci-fi horror style. I mean, BioShock, right? I mean, BioShock was probably the prime example, and then it's been gone for over a decade. It kind of fizzled out and died. I would like those. Joel Loft says, I would like to see play Kingdom Come Deliverance, but I tell you, I watched my wife play Kingdom Come Deliverance. The first one, we hated it. We were like, this game, it started off interesting, and once you get to like this first area, and you have no clue what to do, and the game is just tedious as fuck, and we're like, this game stinks. We're not playing this anymore. It's not refined enough, it's not polished enough, it's just not fun. Maybe if you play it with a guide, it's fun, but just trying to figure it out for yourself. Like, I'd rather, take a 2x4.
Yeah, fuck trying to, use brain power to figure things out in a fucking game. Heaven fucking forbid you fucking try and use any fucking brain cells you have left in that fucking aura shit head of yours to try and figure things out in a fucking video game. That's what stream chat is for.
Smash myself in the forehead a few times and I'll look at the sparklies. It's more entertaining, So we stopped playing it and didn't like it. Okay. Jordan says, my absolute dream would be a horror escape from Jurassic Park. Aren't they making that? They're making that game, are they not? Did they not just show off that game, that there's a Jurassic Park horror survival game coming out soon? I think they did showcase that last year, and that is in development. I like playing Final Fantasy X. I thought it was a pretty good game. Had a lot of quirks to it. That made me kind of scratch my head as to why the game was like that. But it is a more traditional turnstile Final Fantasy, and I did enjoy it overall. Have you ever been a physical fight in real life? Yes, I used to be a bare-knuckle brawler in the mean streets of Bridgeport, Connecticut. I would just walk down the street and just start punching people in the face, and some would put up a fight, some wouldn't, especially the old ladies when I struck them down. They were very, blindsided, but, I've been around. Anyway,
the only fucking real, genuine references we've had to Phil Burnell in physical confrontation, there's been 2 examples from his Street Fighter days. There's been 2 examples of Phil nearly getting into fights from the Street Fighter days. The first one was when he was going to fight, is it Vikant? Was it Vikant he was going to fight? The guy that whipped LTG in Street Fighter. Was it? I think it was Vikant he was going to fucking fight. And yeah, and it was him, And Phil initially agreed to do a fight. But then, he heard that Vikant was taking it ultra seriously. And, he was fucking, doing training for it and all that shit. And Phil got scared as fuck. And so Phil wanted to bail out from the fucking fight, and Phil sent him a message and says, by the way, we should fucking totally pretend we're going to fucking fight, and then just turn to the fucking audience and do crotch chops, and they'll freak the fuck out, and yeah, he fucking shat himself. I think Viking just felt so fucking sorry for him. He said, fuck this guy, he's fucking terrified or whatever, doesn't want to fucking do it. And Mr. saying isn't the Brazilian Viscount. I don't know. I pronounce it like the fucking biscuit. Although those are Viscounts, as in whatever. Viscount, Viscount. Insert your own interpretation here. Yeah, I pronounce it like the fucking Viscount biscuits. Yeah, also those guys knows what I'm talking about. Those biscuits are fucking dynamite. I've not had one of them in ages. But yeah, anyway, that was the first example I can think of a Phil nearly being involved in a fucking fight. The second example was involving a particularly big beefy bastard that we know called Jaha. And more to the point, the guy that wanted to fight him, Mike Watson. And yeah, that ended with Phil begging for mercy and saying, if you got to hit me, I'm an alcoholic, please don't hit me. And yeah, I guess they felt sorry for him. Yeah, he's crying in the car park and all that jazz. There's actually a video about it that Pixar made. Pixar Animations made it, yeah. And yeah, both night I have seen that video where Viking, LTG ran his fucking mouth. Viscount Viking, whatever, he bitch slapped him in the game and then fucking had the ultimate fucking put down. You know what I mean? Fair play to him, man. He backed up he went and delivered on the fucking day and fucking shut LTG down massively, verbally and all. It was just, yeah. That was a great gamer moment in my opinion. He just fucking, you know, annihilated LTG in public for people to fucking witness and see. But yeah, but other than that though, Phil Burnell, as far as we've never known Phil Burnell to talk about any physical confrontations. You know, those are the only two that we're aware of. And also, Jaha apparently sent him flying across a conference hall when he was holding like a shield, and apparently nobody fucking saw it happen. Like Phil trying to get Jaha like thrown out or fucking banned from the tournament, but the tournament organisers claimed that they didn't see Jaha do anything wrong. So that is brilliant. I love that. I love the fact that Jaha can do that in the middle of a fucking like conference hall or something with people everywhere, and it's just and people are like, we didn't see anything. Hit him in the back and sent him fucking flying. Sparta, yeah, fucking 300 shield. This is Sparta. And Phil gets fucking sent flying. You know, in honor of Jaha doing that, let's play the long version of the clip.
Yo, Phil.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to look like you, dude. I mean, you're a fucking snitch. Everybody hates you. Who would want to... Oh.
Nobody wants to look like a snitch.
Nobody fucking asking, dude. You're yes, getting shot down left and right. Nobody wants to look like you. And we don't give a fuck about you, motherfucker. Ain't nobody trying to look like you. Shit.
That's what I'm
saying. So DSP, shut the fuck up!
Alright, you notice Ben's respectful and you're not.
Shut the fuck up!
It's been 6 months.
God damn, dude.
Fuck me, man. But anyway, yeah, basically Phil's a bitch.
I'm just Ken to the super chat. Are you covering Endless Ocean? It's on Twitch on Thursday. I have no idea what you're talking about, so I guess not. I don't know what Endless Ocean is. Okay. People person says funny. Sci-fi horror is big in Hollywood. I wonder why we never get Planet of the Apes like game. It's not horror, but still. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know why we don't get more horror games to begin with. Maybe it's just because, much like horror movies, it's kind of like there's no originality. And when you play the 10th horror game that plays the same as the other 10, it's not interesting anymore. You know, I love horror. I would like more horror. I would like variety of horror. And we just don't get it that often. You know, what's the biggest horror game coming out soon? Silent Hill 2 remake. Silent Hill 2 remake. You couldn't come up with a new game. You had to remake a classic horror game from like the 2000s. That's the big hot one. What about making a new one? Why can't we make new games? It's weird, right? I received a $6.66 tip from Dan the Man. I guess he wants to really see my ass burn. Thank you very much, Dan, for your support today, and welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where's the animation? Can't see it. There it is. Time for me to burn. Thank you, Dan. DC, how's it going? Is this how you doing today? How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. I am doing well, thank you. People person says if they end up remaking Code Veronica in the same vein of the Resident Evil 2 remake, we make it the best horror game today. I would love for them to remake Resident Evil 0 or Resident Evil Code Veronica as more modern games that are more playable. Like Resident Evil 0 is just a fucking mess, as we know. I tried playing it in January, I couldn't even stomach the ending. I was like, fuck this. They really should make those games better and for audiences that would appreciate them because they haven't been played in a long time. Like there's no real versions of those that probably this last generation has even seen.
I feel like I need to rewind that fucking strange thing he just did. Where was it? Here?
You're doing well. I am doing well, thank you.
Well, let's have some fun with this. Let's have some fun with this. Fuck it, why not?
How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. I am doing well, thank you.
And then he yawns. Hold on. We are playing at quite a fast speed. So let's at least let's amuse ourselves with seeing how this is at 0.25. Yeah, not as entertaining as a jowl flap from Nevernight, you know what I mean? Bizarre, all the fucking same. Let's get back to 1.75 and just fucking cook this fucking show.
People person says if they end up remaking Code Veronica in the same vein of the Resident Evil 2 remake, we make it the best horror game today. I would love for them to remake Resident Evil 0 or Resident Evil Code Veronica as more modern games that are more playable. Like Resident Evil 0 is just a fucking mess, as we know. I tried playing it in January, I couldn't even stomach the ending. I was like, fuck this. They really should make those games better, and for audiences that would appreciate them because they haven't been played in a long time. Like, there's no real versions of those that probably this last generation has even seen.
Yes, that's true.
Our Jasper and Kat. Jasper, you just saw. He's in here. He's actually running around. Kat is alright. She's currently playing Fallout 4. That's what she's doing, just like me. She's doing a run in Fallout 4.
So she's happy to play games, just not with you.
Jay says Star Wars Outlaws is looking good, but I just don't trust Star Wars games. I know. When you had Jedi Outcast, and it was a really good game, but then Jedi Survivor comes out, and it was a piece of shit. It couldn't even, ran so poorly. It's just stupid because the game is good, but it runs like shit. Like, why would they do that to their game? And that's the thing. That's exactly what happened with Jedi Survivor. I stand on my reasoning that I said last year. If Jedi Survivor had come out as a polished, complete product that ran well, that would have been a Game of the Year contender for most people. But it came out as an unfinished, buggy, frame rate dropping mess. And if you didn't notice, it got kind of panned when it came out. And no one talked about it after about a week or two after being out. It's like it never existed. Like, it wasn't even in anyone's discussions at the end of the year as a good game, which is sad because it is a good game. So with this Jedi Outcast, I mean, they cannot flub Star Wars again. They've got to have, I mean, we just had Jedi Survivor run like shit. We have the Battlefront collection that runs like shit and is buggy mess. We have to have a good Star Wars game now. We can't have Star Wars be the franchise, the IP that all their games are shit, right? They got to fix this. TubTub says, well, Ubisoft has had a low-key hot streak with games recently, so I'm kind of starting to trust the Star Wars game. Guess we'll see. I don't know, man. I'm skeptical. I don't think it has to do with the publisher. I think it has to do with the studio making the game and the pressure and the level of emphasis put on that game, right?
Who fucking cares?
Oh, man. Okay. Any other topics today, guys, you want to talk about? Please tag me in the chat.
Nope.
Again, if contributions come in, I'll shout them out. It looks like we're winding down here on the show.
So let's just mute that motherfucker right now.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Quantic Dream in ages. We don't know what they're working on. We knew that there was a Star Wars game. There's zero updates on it. We don't know what happened with Quantic Dream at all. It's kind of weird because when there's radio silence on a major studio that just had a hit, like Turbo Human was a huge hit for them. They actually sold more than they thought they would. And it actually had good residual sales too. Like, it had legs. So now you think, oh, what are their next projects? You're excited. One's a Star We's game, right? We've heard nothing. That's not a good sign. I really hope that they're doing all right over there because I want to play their next games, you know? Well, let's see here. What do the next suggestion box segment will be? Usually we do suggestion box when there's nothing else going on the show. So if there's no gaming news, no topics to really discuss, and we're kind of, have a whole half hour or more, that's usually when I do it. So we'll have to see if there's any days now with no gaming news or anything coming up, and then we would do it then. Keep in mind though, I'm backlogged on the suggestion box by a ton. Like a ton. So if you have something that you want to ask me, you might have better luck doing it during a Q&A segment, because if you have something in the suggestion box that you're waiting for an answer, it could take like months. No lie, like I think there's like a month of backlog in there. Yeah. I received a $5 tip from a mysterious stranger. There you go. A mysterious stranger. Thank you for a $5 tip.
In case you guys weren't aware, that's a Fallout reference.
Will you show up in my playthrough? I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I don't think I ever have done a playthrough where I did the whole mysterious stranger thing. I don't think so.
No, the whole point of the fucking mysterious stranger is it's a random fucking occurrence for him to show up. Like, you can basically, if you're fighting somebody and you go to VATS and you try and kill somebody at any point in time randomly, and there's a way to increase the odds of it happening. I think it actually might be down to luck as well. Luck could be a factor, thinking the mysterious stranger showing up to help kill off people for you. But yeah, if you get to the end of a fight and the person's not dead yet, from their little, the VATS thing, if you're fighting somebody and the VATS thing runs out and you're not killed them yet, they can turn up at the end of that and finish them off in one shot. Doesn't matter who the enemy is, they're one hit kill.
Where's the suggestion box? If you type in !suggestion, the link pops up. It's just a, oops, that's not how you spell suggestion. I hope you spelled it right. Basically, it's a thread that I posted on the main channel page community tab like 2 months ago. There it is right there if you want to post up a suggestion. The thing is, again, we only do it when we get around to it. So likely, we're not going to get around to a new suggestion for a while. No, I didn't hear Paper Mario was getting censored. I don't know why Mario would be censored. That sounds ridiculous. Am I going to stick to melee my entire playthrough? Likely yes, although there will likely be times that I have to use guns because I'm forced to. Like if I can't reach a turret. That's what happened last time. Remember, I was in, was it Corteva processing plant, and there was no way to reach the turret.
Corvega, you fucking dick.
So I had to pull out a gun and shoot them. There may be times I have to, but I'm going to use melee as much as I can. Okay. Okay. David H says, which would you be in charge? Nintendo, Xbox, or PlayStation? What's one thing you would fix about the company? Let's see. I would be in charge of Nintendo, and I would immediately change the entire company's culture to stop feeling like they're holier than thou, smarter than everyone, and always have to have a weird gimmick or innovation in a console. Instead, I would just make a Nintendo console that's powerful enough to run games well and make Nintendo first-party games look sick as shit. Can you imagine? Instead of their bullshit gimmicks, one time they release a new Nintendo console that's powerful as hell, and you get insane graphics in a Mario or a Zelda or a Metroid or anything. Fuck that shit with their dumb kitty gimmick stuff, and go right ahead and give me a good console and pump out your first-party games. I would predict record high sales on every single one of them. It would work. It's just that they don't listen to feedback. Nintendo literally does not accept feedback from...
Well, the one good thing about that bizarre fucking take was he said feedback.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
So let's recap on what's happening on the bingo card. We have currently 2 free spaces thanks to Phil Snorton and him, and us getting 100 likes. We are 1 snort away from our 3rd free space. So in theory, if we get 1 more snort, we're 1 away from a full house.
Any of their customer base, they just do whatever they want. Okay, let's see. Did I hear Digital Foundry says performance mode for Fallout 4 doesn't even work when it's on? Oh, I don't know. It won't affect me because I'm already using the FPS boost on my Xbox Series X console, so there's no improvement in performance. It will just run at 60 frames no matter what, so. Chia says, I caught up the end of your last playthrough a while ago. The excessive use of Stimpaks is giving me anxiety. I don't know what you mean. I have no idea what you mean. Are you talking about this playthrough of Fallout 4? I think I was using too many Stimpaks? I don't even remember that. Here's the thing, Don Fanucci says, I've ever considered starting streaming earlier. Here's the deal. Could I stream earlier? Yes. But sadly, it would just throw my whole household into disarray. I stream at 10...
It'll throw your whole... Hold the fuck on. Hold on. It'll throw my whole household into disarray. Oh my fucking god. Is he literally about to fucking blame Cat and Jasper for not being able to stream earlier? This is gonna be fucking good. I'm slowing this down. I'm slowing this down because I don't want to fucking miss anything. I'm going down at 1.25 speed. I need to fucking hear this.
So here's the thing, Don Fanucci says, I've ever considered starting streaming earlier. Here's the deal. Could I stream earlier? Yes. But sadly, it would just throw my whole household into disarray. I stream at 10:45 a.m. is when I turn my stream on, correct? Some days a little later, but 10:45 is the sweet spot. You know, this gives enough time so that, like, my wife can get up, get ready for work or whatever, and I'm not disturbing her, basically. She can do what she needs to do in the house, and then, you know, get to work or whatever, and it's fine. It also allows for the fact that it's kind of a normal schedule of getting up at a certain time and getting, you know, when I have a day off, and we're gonna have a normal...
Day off, I said.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
If Phil snorts one more time, we win bingo. Or if he says any of these things on siege mode.
All day, we have to be able to be up when people are having breakfast. We have to be able to go out, do things when people are doing things, and you know what I mean? We have to have, like, normal business hours to have a normal life, and we've had that, thankfully. If I were to start earlier, like, let's say I wanted to start way early, I could. Hell, I could start broadcasting 7 a.m. if I wanted. And that would wake up the household. That would wake up my wife at 7 a.m., which of course she doesn't want to be awake at 7 a.m., right? Remember, when I stream, my voice carries through the house. I have to have this door shut, and even then you can hear me talk, but at least it doesn't boom and echo.
I love, I mean, I know there's fucking more to Phil to say, but I love how it always go to the fucking extreme. Like, someone suggested fucking streaming earlier than fucking 11 a.m. Instead of Phil thinking, instead of being irrational about it and Phil thinking maybe we're going to stream at 10 a.m. or 9 a.m., Phil fucking goes to the most extreme 7 a.m. There is no middle ground with Phil Burnell for examples.
Right? It's not like this is a quiet job that I can just sit at the desk going, you know, I'm making noise the entire time that I'm streaming. So if I get up early, my whole house has to get up early, which is kind of unfair. I don't want my wife getting up at 7 a.m. for me to stream at 7, right? And like I said, in addition to that, that would throw off our entire schedule for, like, our days off, where we'd be getting up at 7 a.m. to do what? Sit around on a day off? There's nothing to do at 7. Nothing's open, right? So
there's nobody forcing you to wake up at 7 a.m. on your day off. Like, you know, does Phil Burnell think that people wake up... Like, I'm awake before 6 a.m. for work, Monday to Fridays. Does this idiot think that I'm also trying to wake up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday and a Sunday? Fuck that. This argument makes no sense whatsoever. This makes zero logical sense. I'm going to rewind. I'm going to rewind just a little bit and let Phil. But this argument is nonsensical.
You know, I'm making noise the entire time that I'm streaming. So if I get up early, my whole house has to get up early, which is kind of unfair. I don't want my wife getting up at 7 a.m. for me to stream at 7, right? And like I said, in addition to that, that would throw off our entire schedule for, like, our days off, where We'd be getting up at 7 a.m. to do what? Sit around on a day off? There's nothing to do at 7. Nothing's open, right? So we have our schedule in line with what would be considered like a normal day of business hours. So when we have a day off, we can have all our appointments and the things we need to do during the hours when everything is open and all of that. You know, here's the thing. If I did not have a family, if I was not married, if there wasn't a household here, right? If it was just me, I could hold whatever hours I want. And
He's literally blaming his family for streaming at the time he streams at. He's actually fucking thrown under the bus. Curse you, cat, you big beefy bitch. And curse you, Jasper, you poor ill cat that I won't get a blood test for.
Stream whenever I want. I would have pure flexibility to do whatever I want. But that's not my life anymore. I got married. I have a life now with a family and other people I have to worry about and a cat that I don't want to screw with. You know what I mean? I have these things going on. So I have to be in line with that kind of stuff. Okay? I can't just be, oh, it's just about me, and my streams and my business. It's about our life together, our stuff going on. You have to be, thinking of that, conscious of that.
Okay, Phil, with that in mind, what time does Cat wake up for work? Why can you not stream at 10 a.m? Why not 9 a.m? Also, why do you have to get up at the same time a day off as you would when you're working doing streams? Why not give yourself a long line a day off? Because that's what most fucking people do when they're not working. Does anyone in this chat wake up at on their days off? Do they wake up at the normal time they would when they're working? Or do you give yourself a long lie? I think most people would give themselves a long fucking lie because they don't have to wake up early that day. Carter says I do, but for the gym, I fucking okay, alright. Check out the fucking disciplined person over here waking up early at the same time for the gym. Meester says I do, but you don't count, you're a student, you don't even fucking understand the concept of work yet. You know what I mean? So yeah, real life has not smacked you in the face yet with what work is like. And fuck me, man, but it's bizarre. For me, it's strange that Phil thinks he has to wake up at the same time as when you're for his days off as when you work.
Right? Sadly, a lot of people are just so fucking self-centered in life. Oh, I'll just fucking do whatever I want. Wake up the whole house, make noise and shit 7 a.m. No. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna fly. You know, for my family, I have neighbors as well, you know, and to say, am I loud when I stream? No, not for the most part, right? But if people are making loud noises at 7 a.m., you're gonna be upset, right?
I love how 7 a.m. was not mentioned fucking once in the message. It was just simply asking, could you start earlier? And Phil immediately went to the fucking extreme of it and said 7 a.m. Not 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. No, 7. He went directly to the fucking extreme example of streaming ultra early. And that's the end of his point.
And as of for streaming later, I don't even think that would work because already I'm told that my late night streams are too late. Like, that's actually why I stopped doing midnight releases. If you remember, when I was in Connecticut, I would do midnight releases frequently for new games. But as...
Phil, if you did midnight releases, wouldn't that disturb your family who are trying to sleep for work in the morning? So now it's the chat's fault you don't do midnight releases. And not your and not for you fucking thinking about your family. He's already changed the fucking narrative here. So he can't do earlier streams because his family are to blame, and he doesn't do midnight releases anymore because the chat are to blame. Oh, fuck me.
New games started coming out here, and I started covering them. People were like, nah, it's too late. Like I would do the stream, and I'd have less viewers than a daytime stream. For a new release, hype, midnight release, no one would show up. So I stopped doing them entirely, you know? Excuse me. That's correct as well. The Blimp says, plus remember, you're doing 6 days a week. It needs to be sustainable. If I was streaming 3 days a week, and I did giant days of 7 a.m. till midnight, right? 3 days a week, okay, that's maybe better. But I do 6 days a week, man. I do a lot of content. It's got to be more consistent. You know what I mean? Again, it's kind of, for me, it's like a 9-to-5 job. It's how I kind of treat it. So that way I can have a normal life outside of the streaming. If I had a weird...
It's a 9-to-5 job. It starts at fucking like 11 a.m. And not even really starting at 11 a.m. because he's fucking just running his fucking mouth gossiping for fucking 90 odd minutes. He starts gameplay at like fucking, what, 1 p.m? So he treats it like a 9-to-5 job. The gameplay doesn't begin until after lunch, essentially, for most people. Or lunchtime or whatever. 1 p.m. lunchtime, we'll just call it. And it doesn't even fucking do 9 to 5. It does like fucking 1 to 4. With a bunch of fucking random blethering for the first fucking 90 minutes.
weird hours and shit, then I wouldn't have a normal life. I wouldn't have a normal sleep schedule. I'd be all fucked up. But I'm telling you, I did spend money on mobile games in the past. I admit it. That's how I know how addictive they can be. That's how I know how bad they are for people to get caught in that kind of addictive nature. I remember playing, and there was an event. The Hulk Hogan card was in it, right? It was a legendary old 1980s Hulk Hogan card.
Bruh.
Say hi to dog. I will say hi to dog meat, Jay. He's dog meat. I will say.
Oh, I was wondering why it's so fucking slow. This is 1.25 speed. Let's go back to 1.75.
Hello to dog meat. Okay, kind of starting to calm down here. I want to say thank you all for the early support today. It's much appreciated. If you like the Fallout stuff, please support it. I can tell you this, the video views are pretty good. We've actually had a good amount of people who've been doing like super chats, super thanks on the videos. That's cool, because I almost never get super thanks. And the last week I actually got some super thanks on the Fallout stuff. That's much appreciated. But yeah, for those of you who are here live, thank you for supporting the streams. You all know, I try to hit that $50 goal every stream. That's awesome if we do. And thanks to everyone who's already hanging out and chilling and supporting. I appreciate that. What's up, Game Boy? How's it going today?
I thought I was going to do a podcast.
Shall we adjourn? I feel like we've run out of topics and people are just kind of meandering around here. So I feel like
speak for yourself.
I feel like it's time to begin. Blinky, you're a complete idiot. Enjoy your ban. Thanks to dumb show. I literally just explained my job is different from everyone else's. That if I got up at 7 8.
I need to see. I need to see what Blinky said. Give me a second, guys. I need to see what Blinky said. I must know. I must know what Blinky said. Blinky, where art thou, Blinky? Oh, hold on a second. Shut up, Phil, in your shitey stream. Hold on. So it happens right at the end of his podcast, essentially. He's about to fucking stop the podcast.
Everyone who's already hanging out and chilling and supporting. I appreciate that. What's up, Game Boy? How's it going today?
Blinky's a member. I'm going to tell my boss I can't wake up at 7 AM anymore because I don't want to wake up my wife and cat. Lol. It's a great fucking point. It's a perfectly valid fucking point, and Phil saw this message and got ultra offended.
Alright. Shall we adjourn? I feel like we've run out of topics and people are just kind of meandering around here. I feel like
wait for the Blinky ban.
I feel like it's time.
Oh wait, there's another one down here.
To begin.
Oh, it's just a Jasper face.
Blinky, you're a complete idiot. Enjoy your ban. Thanks.
Bye, Blinky.
So dumb shit. I literally just explained my job is different from everyone else's. That if I got up at 7 AM and was streaming, you would just hear me talking and would wake everyone up in the house, right? He goes, oh, I'll tell my boss I can't get to work at 7 AM because I'm going to wake up my family. Your job does not require you to talk loudly in your house, waking everyone up in the household. You could probably quietly get up and get ready for work and leave and not wake everybody else up, right? But
Couldn't Cat do that without disturbing you? Doing your job?
You're an idiot. You don't listen to me, so go fuck yourself. Okay.
Oh, the toxicity was beautiful. The toxicity was delightful.
I was streaming, you just hear me talking and we wake everyone up in the house, right? He goes, oh, I'll tell my boss I can't get to work at 7 AM because I'm going to wake up my family. Your job does not require you to talk loudly in your house, waking everyone up in the household. You could probably quietly get up and get ready for work and leave and not wake everybody else up, right? But you're an idiot. You don't listen to me, so go fuck yourself. Okay. Yes, don't worry. Today I will definitely upload the podcast. Yesterday I forgot to upload the podcast at the right time. I did all the React videos and I forgot to upload the podcast and I didn't do it till night. Today I will definitely upload this along with the gameplay videos. No worries there. Okay, are we good? I feel like we're good. Thank you guys for chilling with me here on the show and for listening to the news. I'm now very excited for Street Fighter 6, May 22nd, the big update. And thank you all for watching. Hope to see you for Fallout and Elden Ring today, and I'll tell you all about how it went tomorrow on the show. Peace out, everyone. I'll see you Tuesday. Okay. Cool. Let's get set up here. My excellent Fallout border. The sun just came out outside really bright. Holy shit. Sheesh. It's like blaringly bright out there right now.
Shut the fuck up, you goddamn vampire.
Which is probably why I look so bright on camera. It's coming through the blinds. It's so bright out there. Like, oh my god. Okay. How many hours of sleep do I usually get? Depends on the night. Depends on when I fall asleep, how tired I am. It could vary. I think the sweet spot you want to aim for is between 6 to 7 hours, and that's what I try to get every night. Some nights I don't get to sleep that fast, and I get less. Some nights I'm super duper pooped, and I fall asleep early, and I get that much or more. It all depends on the night. No, I haven't got any new blinds or anything like that. In a little while, it won't even matter because in a little while, the air conditioner will be in, and therefore, there will be no heat issues in this office because the air conditioner will always keep it cool. Right now, we actually are very lucky. We've had a string of cooler weather for the last week and a half, and it looks like it will persist for the next week and a half. Usually by now, I actually have the air conditioner in already, but I feel like I've been lucky this year with the weather, so I'm hoping for the best. You know, the later the better, because that means less cost of electricity, and also fresh air for longer, and fresh air is better than having this processed air, you know, running through this air conditioner. So, We'll see how it goes. But hopefully, I will be able to hold off as long as possible. Probably like mid to late May, it's gonna be in there. The good news is you guys shouldn't hear it this year. Unlike previous years, we've always heard the atmospheric noise of the air conditioner. I have filters on the mic now. You should not hear it ever. You will never hear that. So that's pretty cool.
Who fucking cares?
You notice I don't delete my games? I delete when I'm done with them. Like, for example, right now I know I'm totally done with Alone in the Dark. So that's one I can definitely get rid of. I'm not gonna be playing that again. We did the 2 runs already, right? Sea of Stars, we're gonna go back to at some point. Harold Halibut, probably not, but it's a small game anyway. And everything else I'm playing, you know, don't have too much else on here. So I basically delete them when I need to. That's the thing though. And I actually talked about this recently. A lot of people have said when this console gen was launching, that the consoles just didn't have enough storage space, right? Like PS5 and Xbox Series X. Oh my god, the storage space is so small. Everyone's gonna need to buy expansion hard drives. And there were so many advocates. Buy the expansion hard drive, buy the expansion flash card, buy this. They're all expensive. They're like $300, right? Like the cost of the console to expand your hard drive space. I have never had a problem whatsoever with hard drive space. Not once. Not once has it ever, oh shit, I can't fix this stuff. Or I'll fit this stuff. Not once at all. So I don't understand, like, unless you're playing.
But you don't play games to fucking enjoy them. You're like fucking you go through them because you don't fucking play them for the enjoyment of them. You play them because you have to, and you fucking get through them. You're like a games journalist, except you fucking don't provide information. You know, you just go through games rapidly at a fair fucking speed, get into the next fucking game, and the next fucking game, and the next fucking game, and the next fucking game. You don't appreciate games and keep me a fucking hard drive fucking space on your console to fucking go back to them and enjoy again at your own fucking leisure. That is not why you game. Phil Burnell has not understood the fucking pleasure of actually enjoying video games for a long fucking time. Street Fighter might be the only fucking might be the exception. His beloved fucking Street Fighter 6 that he fucking won't get rid of because he wants to fucking keep going back to it again, and fucking relive the fucking glory days of when he fucking actually played fighting games competitively and he was half decent at them long time ago. But he doesn't play games for fun and the love of the game anymore. He just, as soon as he's finished playing the fucking game, delete.
8-9 games at a time? Who the fuck does that? I don't know how you could run on hard drive space, even if the base hard drives in these consoles have never been an issue for me. Why would I spend $300 on an expansion flash card or hard drive? It seems like a pretty stupid ripoff. And what's funny,
why would you spend $300 on a fucking joystick for a fucking Street Fighter? That seems like a fucking ripoff, especially when your fucking pet cat could have used a goddamn blood test for that money.
So many people were recommending that when the consoles first came out, and I was like, I'm gonna wait and see, and I'm very glad I did. Okay. Alright guys, real fast. I'm just gonna go use the restroom, and then we're gonna begin. It will not be a long break, but I'm just gonna go do that before we begin, and then we'll start, so I'll be right back.
Okay, so we need Phil to either say, you see, Twitter or X, or him do siege mods, or we need him to snort one more time. So let's fast forward to when Phil returns. There he is here.
Now what does the sugar do in the sauce?
And let's see if we can get a full house. We are so close to a full house. If we don't get this, this would be cruel.
He did it again. He stole my seat when I was using the bathroom.
Who fucking cares?
You silly guy. How dare you steal my seat? How dare you steal the seat? He wants to stream.
Shut up, bitch!
He wants to stream, but he's told me that he wants to play the Little Kitty Big City game. And it's not out yet. It comes out in early May. Says I should check it out. So maybe I'll have to check that out on Game Pass. Alright. You guys ready to get started?
Nope.
So, let's boot her up. And I think I am going to get this mod that basically is this big cumulative patch for the game that fixes all the game bugs. Apparently they just made it compatible with the game. So I think I'll probably do that, and then we'll get started, and hopefully that will fix a lot of issues and wonkiness of the game. Jasper wants to be modded into the game. It would be called Cat Meat. Wow. Cat Meat. That's disturbing, actually. Okay, mods, add-ons, right? Was it Creation Club or add-ons? What would it be? Oh, no, it would definitely be Creation Club, right? All mods disable achievements. Is that true? I mean, I don't think I'm going to be getting many achievements anyway, because I already played the game 9 years ago, but maybe I would get melee-based achievements, right? I don't even know how this works, honestly. How does this work? Ah! I have no clue how this would even work. It's in mods, not Creation Club. Oh, it doesn't work. Look. There's no mod setting. I can't do it. It doesn't exist. Apparently mods are disabled. Yeah.
Much like most of your fans.
Hey, I literally can't do it.
That felt cruel. That's just me observing Phil's fan base. Even though it's a somewhat accurate observation, it still feels a bit cruel.
Here. So I guess they disabled all mods with this update. How nice of them. Wow, how nice of them, right? I guess we're not doing that. Nothing I can do about that. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back.
Oh, you fucking... I cannot believe we endured that fucking garbage. And we were one away from a fucking full... Cannot believe we were that close to a full house and didn't get it. Oh, for fuck's sake, we were literally one away. And Phil refused to fucking snort. I mean, if Phil did snort, we didn't hear it. It's one of those ones he probably fucking snorted multiple times as well, but we didn't fucking hear it because the fucking megaphone didn't pick up on it. Ah, it's so fucking infuriating.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
Ah, fuck me, man. Just... But yeah, that's the end of the bingo. Sad that we couldn't get a full house, but we fucking should have got a goddamn full house, but we're fucking one away. Ah, it's fucking infuriating. That podcast was fucking awful. Phil can't wake up early because his fucking wife is to fucking blame, and his fucking pet cat is to fucking blame. He can't do midnight fucking releases anymore because his audience don't fucking want that, so they're to fucking blame for that. So Phil, apparently Phil could do midnight gameplay releases if his audience wanted it, and that somehow wouldn't disturb his family if he was streaming at fucking midnight in the house. Makes sense of that one. Fuck me. But yeah, let's go to live DSP and see how he's done. He's not received a single fucking cent since starting gameplay. Get fucked, Phil. Anyway, but just otters. Thank God of otters. You know, oh, for God's sake. Our beloved fucking otters. Guys, sad that we couldn't get a full house today. We were one away from a full house today. Let's try again tomorrow. Okay, how about that? We'll just fucking try again tomorrow. We'll fucking have another go at winning the bingo tomorrow. Fuck me, man. That was such a fucking awful podcast. It was so goddamn awful. Anyway, we're through it. It's done. It's over. Well, we've got one more bingo to go. Okay, one more day tomorrow. Tomorrow is the big day, of course. Whether we win or lose tomorrow, we get to pick a winner for the bingo prize fund. The current bingo prize fund is $230. We'll try and get that up to $255 tomorrow if we win bingo tomorrow. If we don't get it, obviously, then we can add to it. But either way, tomorrow somebody will get to win that bingo prize fund, so make sure you don't miss out on that. But guys, until then, I do hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday, whatever it is you end up doing. And yeah, thank you very much for being here on stream. Thank you for joining me in the chat. Thank you for keeping me right in the card. And yeah, everything else. Thank you in general. Thank you for contributions. Thank you for just thank you for being here and helping keep me sane. You know, as bizarre. I know it doesn't seem like it, but you guys helped keep me sane through that, because it will make me lose my goddamn mind at some point. But yeah, you guys brought me back to fucking earth just about. But guys, I will be back tomorrow, as I said, for some more bingo antics. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Monday. And yeah, I'm going to end how it always ends by putting today's PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. But yeah, until tomorrow, guys, have a good one, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. it's gone. Just gone like that.